right.
All right, gentlemen.
Hello there, Sir Ajax.
Apologies for being late.
We're
No,
missing
I
one.
understand.
Oh, they're on their
Witness,
way.
sir.
Yes.
Yes, we're missing the other one.
Do you know which one?
Anybody have an extra sandwich?
Hmm.
No.
Oh,
Imagine,
On the ground.
imagine
Yeah,
being
this-
hungry. Yes.
No, I couldn't afford it.
Are you gentlemen? Do you need some food, water?
No, no, no.
Oh no, we came prepared.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic.
Oh, Preston, darling.
Mother!
It's all right, honey. We'll afford a sandwich at some point.
My what?
Yeah, I wish I could afford
Oh, the
food.
paws are over there. I see.
Yes, yes. Hello there.
I hate it. I woke up just to hate it for you, by the way.
My word. Is that the murderer
The
Archie?
paws are so loud.
I see the traitor is over there.
Yes.
Quite.
Chips it with an S, yes. I need music for this.
Oh, but who's that?
Those men are monsters over there. I'm terrified.
I'm sure they are.
They're
I do
awful.
say
You're an amazing person. I hope you understand that. You're a great person. Look at you. You're such a beautiful soul.
Yes.
Who is that next to the officer?
I don't
I
know.
have no clue, gentlemen.
I do say, who's the dashing gentleman in the blue shirt,
I
though?
don't know.
You know, you could always get rid of your daddy and get a new one.
Mother!
Just saying, he's old.
I'm sorry, did that lady just say she was gonna get rid of someone, like off someone, like how her kids did?
What did she just say?
She said she was gonna get rid of someone.
I do say, could the poor peanut gallery please continue
Yes,
being
please.
poor?
Do not wish to hear the paw. Would you just keep your
don't
voices on
understand
that
our
side of the
languages.
room, please? It's tainting this
Hopefully
side.
we can have a rich to poor translator.
Yeah,
Did
there
you
you
come
go.
prepared,
I think that's
poor
why
boy?
the cat's here.
I couldn't afford one though.
Of
Yeah, I
course you
can't afford
could.
to
Oh,
pay
he's
money.
tall. Never
Gentlemen,
mind.
Gentlemen, remember
He
what I said.
was
Remember what I
attractive
said.
until he said that, and now he's
Yes,
Right,
they
you
do.
said be on our best behavior, but
yes.
they're
No,
starting.
They are badgering
They
us,
did
Ajax.
start
I understand that, but the judge is right there.
Oh my.
Yes, but court hasn't
Woman's
started
the
yet either,
judge.
darling.
Oh my.
I understand court hasn't started yet. But
She looks like she's wearing a $400 suit pant from Macy's.
Quite. Try hard, if you ask
I
me.
will do my best to be
I didn't know
nice to
try
the
hard
poor.
was a rich word.
Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate it.
I do say, Jarvis, please remember to
Where is
Uh,
Chip?
the defendants.
I am-
one-
Wait, I'm
one's
sorry. Where
free.
is where's the other idiot?
Tarkov.
No, not him.
Talgar.
No, you're.
Oh, Sydney, your brother's coming. It's gonna be great to have a family get together.
Toretti, can you hear me by chance?
Wish everybody
I
could be
can
here.
never remember his name because he's so insignificant.
I wish our daughter Izzy and our friend Choi could be here. And
I wish
everybody.
Carol Baskin could be here.
I wish Carol Baskin could be here too, Toretti.
To be
We
perfectly
also-
honest, Carol Baskin is better off dead. You know that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did she just say that someone was better off
Yep.
dead?
Yeah, pretty much.
Why are you Why do you have to wear the exact same thing? What are you copying him for?
I was going to make a comment, Sir
Very
Ajax, but I
nice,
bit
very
my tongue.
I appreciate it, gentlemen.
Hi,
So very
Kevin.
much.
Sir Ajax, does it sound like I'm yelling to you by
I
chance?
need to get a haircut.
No, you sound good.
Okay, just making sure. I do believe I'm whispering.
A little bit. Also, sort of look.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry, Kevin. You know.
I do say so. I do hope the peanut gallery keeps the mouth
sure,
shut.
your haircut.
I don't want poor air
doubtful,
wafting over here.
You and Tessa will be great in a couple
It's
months.
amazing how she can speak so fruitfully.
Anyone else
when
smell
her
the rancid
husband's a
stench of
murderer.
overpriced perfume coming from the other side?
Oh, is that what that was?
I think it
knew
smells
that-
like a dead raccoon.
I do
I
say.
think
she-
Toretti just forgot to wash his ass today.
I don't think it's him.
Good one, Sir Ajax, yes.
Holy shit, it is bright
Hey,
in
you
here.
made it.
Hi, Larry.
Hey, did you have to take a taxi here, Larry? Because he couldn't
Oh,
afford
there
anything
he
else.
is. If you were
I
speaking
love
this entire
Toretti.
time, I would
Hey, Larry,
think we
did you
heard
take a
nothing
tag?
because you were
Is that Jerry Callow?
insignificant and
Oh my
invisible.
word. Hello there, Mr. Callow.
What do you guys know about Jerry Callow?
Oh, we've heard the rumors.
What rumors
Have
have you
you?
heard?
Have
they
you heard
true?
rumors?
What rumors?
I heard he was a predator.
Yes. This rumor spreads around quite quick in prison, yes.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Did you just get into Los Santos? Did they issue you an ID or anything?
The
Yeah.
other thing that spreads quickly
I
in
see your
prison
ID,
is the
ma'am.
smell.
Of
They smell
course.
terrible.
Ready.
Do keep in mind that this city is not the other city.
Asking for our ID. What are you, a Southside gangster?
Your extensive maleness is blocking my pockets.
I am very masculine. You're right.
Hmm.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Quite interesting.
Priscilla Jacobson, huh?
My mother.
Yes.
Oh, you need to jump, Blondie.
Right. I'd hope
There
you
you go.
remember my
What are you
name,
doing
though,
behind me,
Toretti.
sir? Can I help
You guys are the same to me.
Not at all. I'm just here
Hmm.
standing.
Right.
because
Is that
I
why you
Just
can't
like your
locked in your
performance, just like
closet?
the rest of them,
Otherwise,
So, did you tell me what is the salary for a police officer? I'm just curious.
Oh, well, you know, I got a lot of student loans, but I do make a pretty
Oh,
hefty
yeah.
amount of money.
Do you?
Just picked up
Good
my
to
check
know,
for
darling.
a couple
Mother,
$100,000.
please.
Oh, what?
Please,
what?
mother.
Listen, that's a very nice shirt. All right.
Papa's at home.
Yes, of course.
Is he?
This man
Well,
actually tries.
Larry, how much time are you gonna need?
Is there a Mr. Jacobson?
All right.
Well, technically,
Yes.
but
Yes,
you don't
there
see him
is.
here, do you?
I
my
don't see
word.
him here, but you know
I
who
don't-
is
Is your
here?
mother having an affair?
Your father has been having affairs for years.
I
How
am here.
American.
Well, maybe it's time to get some revenge.
Shreddy, stop
No.
backing!
I'll talk to you later.
Oh yes, I'll speak to you later.
Mother is concerning me.
I'll be talking to your mother later.
Yes.
No.
Hmm.
Are you going to lock her in the closet for 2 hours like you did with us?
What? Without
That's what I
me?
thought, Toretti.
Only if she wants to.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Shreddy, can we
I
go
wasn't
one day
expecting
without
that.
you getting someone's phone number? One day.
Oh right.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, no, you're good.
Mother, you threw that across the room so far.
I'm good at it.
Thank you very much. I'll
Mhm.
be reaching out to you.
Do quite.
Mhm.
I pick up my very six-figure paycheck.
Oh my. I mean, it could be 7 or 8, but
Well, 6 figures is nothing.
Mhm.
relatively. But compared to these poor people already in the city, it's you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, Toretti, you can go ahead and step bang him. It's fine.
My
You say-
word.
There is a cat.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm allergic. Please
My
keep it away.
Word. A disgusting rat crawling
Hi,
around the
Unity. Oh,
courthouse.
Hey,
scruffy.
baby, how are ya?
Hi, Unity.
I wouldn't anger the cat.
Who let the rat into court?
Yes. Oh, look,
I think that
another
is the best
stray.
Oh, my word.
Where's Louie?
Sorry, we would
What?
ask you to leave, but you're kind of being prosecuted right now.
Where's Louis?
Mhm.
Yes. Where is Louis?
Who's Louis?
Louis.
Oh yeah.
Oh, someone left. Oh,
Bye,
ew,
Unity.
floor food. Ew.
Louie's dead?
Did they just say Louis dead?
Oh.
Who is Louis? Sounds like a
Oh, yeah.
peasant name.
Yeah, someone named Louis died yesterday or the day before.
Well,
Never
one last
mind.
witness and one least poor person on the street.
Exactly, one less peasant.
Preston, I say, when we get out of here, yes, we should
Yes.
probably go on a nice cruise.
Oh, I do say. That sounds absolutely riveting.
Yes. Toretti, are you going to lock Mother in a closet just like you did
so
us?
I don't see Talgar anywhere, and Louis is dead.
He'd best not show his face anyway.
Absolutely, I do say. How many witnesses are coming?
I don't know. It is quite a shame Carol Basket couldn't be here to explain her story about Augie.
Yes, absolutely
I love
dreadful
Unity.
that Augie killed
Dreadful shame.
Carol Baskin.
We're just expressing our love for Unity.
Sir Ajax, do you have any questions for us?
No, gentlemen, again, just keep your composure. We'll be just fine. Again, we'll kind of go over things as the trial progresses, and if there's anything that we need to do, we'll take it from there. But
yes,
I see this as being
absolutely
pretty quick, open shut case.
Grand slam, if you will.
for Ajax.
And I'm
Ajax
looking
is
forward
such
to
a
the
hero.
counter case.
I need to see if he's
Oh yes,
streaming this.
that will definitely be coming. As long as we get a verdict that is not guilty, as I don't see any reason why we wouldn't.
You guys need to go
We'll be
thank.
getting that filed right away.
Oh my gosh, you guys need to go thank. I gotta end with a follow. Yeah, Reaper, what's going on? Go send him hearts, please. For putting up with this shit. Go send him hearts, go send him a follow, and go thank him. Because he's putting up with a lot of shit right now.
Not a good look on their side for having the judge wait this long. And we had to find our wardrobe. And look at how much we care.
You know, it doesn't look bad, gentlemen. You're doing a pretty good job. Yeah, she's given DA Hallow there a bit of time. Not sure for what.
Right.
To
And if he
form
doesn't
his broken
show,
case, yes.
if he doesn't show, what happens? Does it get postponed, or do we just win?
Well, I mean, he's here. I don't know quite what he's doing.
Right.
I guess they're
He
trying to
is
figure out what
speaking
lies
to
they're going to
Chip.
spin.
Sounds like he's about to start crying.
Oh my word. He is in the
Again,
courtroom.
You know, it's
No, but my first time in the UK, I had some Vimto. I was
think they're
very
just trying to figure out what kind of lies they're going to try to tell on the stand, and
hesitant.
you know, the more they do
But
that,
it's so good.
the better off
Well,
we'll be.
everything coming from Chip is
Mm-hmm.
It's a blatant lie.
You
untrustworthy.
just gotta make Chip a break.
Yes, snap the little traitor in half.
Well, I tried a Mountain Dew first, but the UK.
I'm sorry. Did she just say that she's gonna snap someone in half?
Listen up, poor people. You just keep yourselves on that side of the room.
Oh, I'm gladly staying over here, ma'am. But at least I'm not teaching my kids to kill people.
Well, at least her husband's not a murderer.
At least you had to go to jail, bud.
Didn't deny it.
She did not. Did you notice?
What? She did not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you don't have anybody else to blame here but yourself.
Could the peanut gallery please keep their mouths shut? Thank you.
Says the peanut gallery.
is dead.
I am not.
Okay,
the
Your Honor,
peanut
I'm good to
gallery.
go.
There are no peanuts anywhere over here. My boy is quite allergic. Thank you.
I'm
I
staring
got you
at
some
two of them.
nuts, ma'am. Don't worry.
All right, let's do it.
Excuse me?
Let's do it.
We're ready to proceed, Your Honor.
Trinity, why are you even standing there?
Okay, I'm sorry. I just thought this was,
You're not-
get him!
you're not a
Get him out of there!
Are you a witness to this case, sir?
Yes, I am.
He's the lead
Your
investigator, Your
Majesty.
Honor.
Malton, are you a witness
Your
to this case?
Majesty.
Majesty?
Maybe.
He is, but I won't be calling him, Your
Majesty.
Honor.
All right, come be my bailiff then.
All right.
Trinity, go stand back there.
Of course.
All right, I'm gonna call your case into
what?
session. Go ahead and
Oh,
read your
he's quite
statement.
polite,
is
isn't he?
quite the simp he is.
I'm sorry. Can you say that one more time, Your Honor? People are talking back here.
Read your statement of charges. Actually,
Right.
before you do that,
Okay.
Hi, my son.
when attorneys are questioning, doing their opening or closing, objecting, otherwise, do not speak.
Oh
if you're
my
in the
god, I
peanut
spelled
gallery.
Jarvis wrong.
This is your only warning. I will give you contempt. I'm not playing around. I'm not in the mood. I'm going to be hangry in about an hour, and I'm just going to deal with it until this case is over. So, honestly, do not fuck with me today.
You're a
Thank you.
champion, Your Honor.
I love you.
Hey, Your Honor,
Appreciate it, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead and read your statement of charges.
On August 18, 2020, August Stitzler and Carol Baskin were kidnapped and taken to the maze at the court center. Once they were brought to the maze, a group of 4 individuals watched as 2 of the 4 forced Stitzler and Baskin to fight against each other, ending in Carol Baskin being knocked out and being incapacitated. Stitzler attempted CPR and begged to call medical services, but the group disallowed them to do so. After he attempted to forcibly take a phone to call EMS, the group beat him down and left the scene. This situation, along with similar situations that individuals were arrested for in the past, proves a pattern and malice to make individuals fight each other until one is severely injured or, in this case, die. The state is looking to press 1 times first-degree murder, 1 times assault with a deadly, and 2 times kidnapping on Preston Jacobson, and 1 times first-degree murder and 1 times assault with a deadly on Jarvis Cromwell.
All right. Let's start with opening then. Go ahead, prosecution.
Okay. Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the court, today we are here because of the very disgusting and egregious nature of a group of individuals who decide to prey on the, in quotes, poor of the city. And due to their viewings of the, in quotes, poor, make them fight to the death. And then the reason that we're here for court today is because one of the individuals did unfortunately become deceased, known as Carol Baskin, through evidence and testimony from not only officers investigating, but as well as other individuals that were taken from the defendants, as well as 2 individuals who were with the defendants at the time of the kidnappings and assaults and murders. The state will prove that the defendants should be charged with murder and held to the highest account of the recommended 5 years. Thank you.
It's been more than that.
Defense.
True. Come on, Ajax.
Your Honor, members of the court, the prosecution is going to try to convince you that my clients, Mr. Jacobson and Mr. Cromwell, are guilty of first-degree murder. They'll present witness testimony from the man who actually committed this murder, one Augie Sitzler. My clients try to help the deceased, get her medical aid, try to get her rescued. After defending themselves, once Mr. Sitzler brutally attacked them. Augie Sitzler is the one who brutally murdered Carol Baskin. He beat her mercilessly. Bam. Whacked her.
Bam.
They will try to convince you that this is not what happened. She was homeless, snacking on sardines and crackers. But we will get to the truth here today. The truth about what has really happened to poor Carol Baskin. Thank you, Your Honor.
Chills. Absolute chills.
Where's my bailiff?
You didn't tell me she was eating crackers. You got in the vicinity. of such a
I
great
believe he
place.
explained that he had to run, Your Honor.
Dan, get in there.
Dan, are you involved with this case at all, sir?
No, ma'am.
Oh,
All right, you're my bailiff. Go ahead and call your
poor
first
boy's
witness.
put on some weight.
First witness is going to be Senior Officer Dominic Toretti, Your Honor.
Why is he doing? Oh.
Jarvis, please.
Sorry, Your Honor. I just got some terrible news before this case. Death.
Oh, the poor dear.
Doesn't seem stable to give testimony.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that was like 2 days
Ajax.
ago, bud.
Perhaps he
All right,
could
raise
use
your
some
left hand.
comfort.
We'll see. We'll see.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury, so help you Coyle.
You do.
Already been sworn in, Your Honor.
All right. You may proceed.
Okay.
I cannot wait to hear his line of questioning.
All right. How you doing, Officer Toretti?
Well, as best as I can be after, that punch to the gut.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What is your rank within the LSPD?
I am a senior officer in FTO with the LSPD.
How long have you been with the LSPD?
Oh, heavens. Since November of last
Heavens.
year.
Okay. Were you on duty August 18th, 2020?
I
Jesus, that
was.
August 18th.
Okay. Did you take a report from Louis Vuitton and Tessa Lamb?
I did.
Okay. Your Honor, for this next question, we're referencing 4351.
Mm-hmm.
What was that report for?
It was in regards to an incident that happened at the court center that I actually responded to involving a kidnapping and beating of those two individuals.
Eating?
Okay, who are the two individuals that were beat?
The two individuals that were beat were Tessa and Louis.
Okay.
He doesn't seem
Take a
emotionally
second.
stable.
Okay, so
He's dead.
Crying on the stand, my good man said.
Oh, this will be easy.
Okay, go
Just
on.
keep your composure,
are you
gentlemen.
okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'll suck it up.
So, regarding the death of Carol Baskin, was that incident before or after the incident regarding Tessa Lamb and Louis
I love
Vuitton?
these two.
Carol Baskin incident happened first.
Okay. Have you heard about similar incidents to the Carol Baskin and Tessa Lamb reports?
Yes, there was two other
So the
incidents.
bright side is that none of this
actually.
matters.
Alright, could you explain
the
them
goal
for
is
me?
to get
The
lower than
first
first
one
degree.
was obviously the Carol Baskin.
Okay.
The second one was involving them in an incident at the same maze at the court center where they forced two people to fight each other in a game, quote unquote, and then brutally
such
injured both of them
Horrible human beings. I love this.
Okay.
with guns.
Were they arrested for this incident?
They were.
With guns.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
when you looked at these reports,
Chip
did
and
you
I,
use
Chip
them to spark an investigation against the defendants?
It was a part of the basis of looking deeper into what was going on, the pattern of them continually doing with the same MO. Help trace all three incidents back to these same individuals, along with testimony and also a few interrogations of witnesses and victims.
Okay. And did you take a report from Augie Stitzler?
I did.
Okay. Your Honor, this is going to reference report 4349.
I don't know if we're allowed to
He
follow
sounds
along.
like he's quaking in his boots.
What was this report for?
What?
This was regarding the kidnapping of Augie Stitzler from his job at PDM by these two individuals.
Mhm.
One of the first things that I
there.
found out was he gave me the phone number that traced back to Preston to confirm that that was the individual, along with him being held hostage in I believe it was a Sterling, and forced to go up to the maze at the court center.
Okay. In the picture labeled, in quotes, pictures of the maze where the games took place, let me know when you have that up. It should be in report 4349.
I love how they call it the games. It's like the Hunger Games.
Okay. I'm good. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I have them up myself. Give me 1 second. Okay, so that picture, is that the same location as the incident involving Miss Lamb and Mr. Baton?
Correct. The
Okay.
same incident.
Where's that location taken? Where's that
gonna
picture
be
taken?
The court center at the maze in the back.
Okay.
Same spot as both the Tessa and Louis incident, Carol Baskin incident, and the additional incident with Cheddar and Zebra.
Okay. In report 4349, there's pictures of tweets that were made. Can you go ahead and pull those up for me?
Why are they here? Actually, a lot of people.
It's going to be the picture under suspects and next to Jarvis, Cromwell, and the 2 other names.
Okay. Yep.
I believe that's what's her face, and that's the person we oh man, I'm drawing a blank on her name. Serial killer, Smiley.
Could you please read them out loud for the courts?
Honey,
Sure.
quick, thank you.
And Preston Jacobson tweeted, "I hate poor people," and both Jarvis, Cromwell, and Chip Schultz
What's wrong with that?
retweeted it.
Okay. Can you please go ahead and pull up the autopsy report?
I mean,
that is attached to the filing.
I do believe that's true.
I don't understand why there's a problem with that.
Freedom of speech.
Quite.
Quite
No.
American.
Country is built on, yes.
Okay.
Okay, before I get to that real quick, did any of the defendants or the reports that you took mention anything about class warfare or individuals being poor and being targeted?
Yes, I had multiple encounters with these individuals. They shared their distaste for poor people, including what they started to mention as class warfare. There's also a note that I found on scene of the Tessa and Lamb beating. These 2 individuals have assaulted me for being poor, which I'm not, Miss Jacobson, and multiple other situations about college and their elitism.
Not true.
Okay, so they've made it abundantly clear that they don't like poor people.
They have. Correct.
We don't.
I hate
There's nothing wrong with that. What?
On the autopsy report, could you please go ahead and read off who signed off on the autopsy report?
It's going to be Dr. Capitan Corti. Very esteemed doctor.
Okay, can you go ahead and read off the
Sounds
first and
poor.
last name that is attached to the autopsy report at the top, please?
I wonder if he even speaks English.
Okay, and then can you read off the cause of death for me, please?
Head trauma and internal hemorrhaging due to a blow to the back of the head.
And what's the manner of death?
Hemorrhoids.
Homicide, bruising in the back of the head consistent with a fist, large fist marks, possibly a male.
Okay.
Indeed.
Okay. Can you go ahead and keep reading, please?
Very strong smell of sardine oil coming from her.
And then can you please read the part right above that?
It's the smell of poor
The
people. They
location
could
of the
smell
patient
it.
found,
What's
that
the
was at the
problem?
maze,
Okay.
the court center.
That's what I'm saying.
I was the one that actually found that body.
Okay.
I also was the one that found Tessa and Louie at the maze.
Were the defendants, or at what point were the defendants caught?
They were caught after an incident that occurred at the construction site off near PDM, I believe. Yes. And
Oh yeah, I forgot about that with 14.
they were blown up, I believe, of some sort by a woman, 4T, who was angry that they hurt her friend number 69 and also Tessa, and it was in retaliation.
Do you know who her friend number 69 is?
Yes, it's Louie.
Okay. Were the defendants and the other suspects interrogated?
They were.
Okay. Were they questioned before or after the incident regarding Miss Lamb and Mr. Baton?
They were.
Preston brings up a good point. We've served time for this case.
There was 2 incidents. The first was a little more casual. I pulled them over for a traffic stop, in which they gave me the video footage that you see in the reports regarding this incident. They sent it to me on their phone, well, through the phone.
Who's they?
And then after that, once we had them in custody, we interrogated each of them, both individually and together in the cells, in interrogation rooms and not closets.
Bullshit.
Okay.
They shoved my
Was
baby in a
anything
closet.
they said during interrogation, or did anything that they said during interrogation actively prove the crimes that the defendants are being charged with today?
Ajax is great. I love him.
They
He's
said
awesome.
a multiple amount of things. I believe that is recorded in the report done by Moulton. Specifically, I can highlight the fact that they confirmed their MO about hating poor people. I believe they mentioned
Objection, Your Honor. Who is the they that they are referring to?
Thank you.
Ready?
The they. Well, I'm sorry. What?
Who is the they that you are referring to?
These individuals, the two defendants, along with the two others.
Follow up to my objection, Your Honor. None of these individuals are actually named in the report other than one Maximilian Visa.
It actually says suspects involved right above the description of the report.
Correct, but there's no distinction of who said what, so how can it be admissible?
It
Because
actually
they were being talking about a
specifies.
group.
It actually specifies that the rich kids quote references all suspects other than Maximilian Visa. So it actually specifies who the they is in the report.
So all suspects said the same exact thing?
And yet only we did
There
the
was
time.
a.
What is the objection?
I'm just wondering where this is going, Your Honor. The suspects are not directly named in the report or individualized in who said what.
Okay, do you have an objection?
Can I rebut, Your Honor?
You can't rebut to something that's not being objected to. What is the objection?
I'm just wondering what the relevance is, Your Honor.
Okay, relevant. All right, go ahead, Larry.
My rebuttal is that if he has a problem with like what Toretti is saying, he can always do a cross-examine if he wants specifics on who's saying what.
Don't worry.
And he will.
This is highly relevant considering they were within interrogation and waiting to be interrogated and in a room with a question's going to come up later with Toretti behind a lock or behind a two-way glass.
Okay, defense.
Give me 1 second. I actually, Donnie, can you take over for a second? I have something that popped up.
Sure.
Defense withdraws its motion, Your Honor.
Okay, you may continue.
My boys.
What was the last question?
Mother,
hours.
contain yourself.
He
I'm
asked about
trying, I'm
what they
trying.
said in this down near interrogation.
Okay. And did you get the chance to answer that?
Kind of.
doing so
I was just
good.
mentioning. I
Was that
believe
painting
it,
in the back?
most of it is actually detailed in
know.
the Moulton report regarding them and their distaste. They confirmed that even though they were already found guilty about the incident with Cheddar and Zebra, they confirmed that they were part of the incident with Tessa and Louis. Those are a couple things off just the top of my head. I believe there's more written down in the reports. Additionally, there was more information given once we interviewed the individuals individually.
Got it. Just to clarify, when you do say they, does that include the two defendants over here? Did they agree with all of these?
Yeah, yes. Well, basically, how it worked with talking to them in a group is these two individuals, Preston and Jarvis, are the most talkative, and most of them will agree, or the two of them will bounce off each other
Not
with
true.
yes.
Not until you've
Right.
What does that have to do with anything?
That's usually how the conversations went.
Okay. Let me look here.
Yeah, and there was no
Do
conversation.
you mind?
My apologies, bro.
Did they state any
Bruh.
any motivation
are
behind
you?
why they were doing these fightings at the court center?
I'm okay, bro.
Yes, I believe they mentioned that they wanted
Do
to
not
rid the
stand
world
so
of
close
poor
to me, you're
people.
poor.
They wanted to. They just hated poor people, and they like to play a game with them.
We hate poor people.
So they expressly expressed an desire to remove poor people from this world.
Correct. I believe that is mostly stated and described in Officer
That is
Moulton's
pure
report.
Assumption.
All right, no further questions. I don't know if District Attorney Hollow's back yet or
We
not.
can hate them, but why would we get rid of them? Who would do the work?
Seems like not. So I think we
Very
do
true,
process.
mother. Very
All right,
true.
may cross.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Get them Ajax, go.
Officer Torretti, you repeatedly stated that
darling, I think you need to
Officer
jump again.
Malton is who wrote the report, correct?
Let's do it, class. There you go.
There's multiple reports. Which
You're
report are
wop.
you referring to?
The
Thank you for the
investigative
follow.
report.
Correct. Submitted by him, yes.
Okay, and in that report, it doesn't state anything about class warfare wanting to rid the city of poor people, does it not?
That was something that I personally was a part of conversations that they had with them regarding Louis and other individuals with poor people and two individuals.
And there was no need you didn't feel the need to file that in a subsequent report as a follow-up to this investigation?
Objection relevance.
Rebuttal.
But, Your Honor, if the information wasn't important enough to put in a report, why isn't it being brought up here in court today?
Your Honor, the witness is here to state his side of the thing. Just because it was not included within a report does not make it invalid.
Okay, defense.
I'm just wondering, Your Honor, I mean, if they don't trust themselves to put it in the report, how can we trust their testimony today?
Very true, very true.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, quite.
Okay, I'm gonna sustain. Move on.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Toretti, Officer Toretti, my apologies. Who actually struck the killing blow of Miss Carol Baskin?
I believe that was unfortunately Augie Stitzler.
Augie Sitzler actually landed the killing blow. Were there any evidence whatsoever pointing to my clients assaulting Miss Baskin?
Actually, that's I believe it's actually written
It's a
in the
yes or no
reports.
question, officer.
Is there any? Not Miss Baskin.
Thank you. I have no further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Oh my word!
Smashing.
Beautiful, Ajax.
During your investigation, Officer Toretti, was there any evidence that indicated that Mr. Augie Stitzler was forced to fight and strike this blow?
Yes, actually, unfortunately, he was forced to, just like Louis and Tessa were. He was forced to by melee weapon point, I believe, which is also seen in the footage that is referenced in the report. Regarding these incidents, they forced him to fight, and he unfortunately punched her.
Oh my
begged
God,
to
I
get
just
medical
realized-
and was told,
Why
no,
is
let that
she
bitch
here?
die. Excuse me, that poor bitch die.
Why?
So just to
Why is
confirm,
Kimo's
the
character-
defendants brandished weapons against Mr. Augie Stitzler.
Oh, what's your name?
In order to force him to fight for his life.
That you end up in a virtual
Correct.
reality.
Never use an American.
They also used that to get him to the maze when they kidnapped him in this Sterling.
Okay, and did the defendants also brandish weapons to prevent Mr. Augie Stitzler from calling for emergency medical services?
Correct. They took his phone, his radio. He
We
couldn't
called
call.
911.
He begged for them to do it. They refused to let her receive medical at the time. And when he forcefully tried to get a phone back by punching them, they beat him brutally.
So Mr. Augie Stitzler actually tried to get the victim emergency medical services even at the risk of his own life.
Correct. As you could see in the video also, he was trying to tend to her injuries at the time of that video even being recorded. But yes, that is the report. They did the same thing with Louis and Tessa, and Louis tried to fake it. They didn't like that, and there's a bunch of the melee weapons were used again.
I cannot wait to hear what
Would you describe Mr. Stitzler's actions following the forced fight as heroic?
Yes, heroic. He was very remorseful. He was very upset, shaken up. Honest man with no record.
But poor.
Yes, he tried his best.
Okay, and during it, were you there for when he was questioned about the witness report?
Yes, I was the one that wrote the report and took his statement.
And he was acting shaken up even then still?
Yes, he was pretty upset. He had to be taken to the hospital too because he was beaten with, I believe, a crowbar. I believe it was. Could be wrong. They each had a different melee weapon. Who knows how many times he got struck. His wife, I reconciled him with his wife, who's also had issues with these two.
All right, no further questions.
Is this witness up for recall?
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
All right, Trinity, you may step down. You don't have to stay here if you don't want to. Go ahead and call your next witness.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Yeah.
Tessa Lamb, Your Honor. Yeah, I'm good.
I'm sorry
Lotion.
about your
No,
friend.
you're good. You're good.
Toretti.
But you may stay if you wish, you know.
Hello, Miss Lamb. Raise your left hand for me.
Yeah, I can stick around.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth on a penalty of perjury, so help you airborne?
I do.
Party's been sworn in, Your Honor.
I
Can't
can't
stay on
wait.
this
I
side, though.
can't wait for this.
Oh, well,
Which
it's a
is-
shame.
1, 2.
It's terrible.
Can you speak
Nobody
up
can
a
hear what the
little?
fuck you're saying there, Larry.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
How you doing, Miss Lamb?
I'm doing okay, all
Maybe I'll
things
take you for a
considered.
ride later.
Trying to stay positive.
Oh my.
I
Gonna
am
call it
also upset about Louis passing.
Fighting sleep for an hour. Oh gosh,
Okay.
Covert, it's all good. Listen, this is
I'm
great.
glad you're
I'm
doing
loving this. I'm
well under the
enjoying listening to this.
circumstances. Were you kidnapped on August 18th, 2020?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Do you know who you were? Sorry, wrong question. Were you taken to the maze north of the city?
Yes, it was at the court center, the hedge
Okay.
maze.
Could you please take a look under report 4349, where it says pictures of maze where the games took place?
What is that?
Yes, I can.
Okay, let me know when you got it.
My word. What is that thing?
Okay, I have it.
Preston?
Was this the same location that you were taken?
Mother.
Yes, it was.
back.
Okay, Your Honor, at this time I'd like to note that this report is under the Carol Baskin incident, just so we know that she's referring to the same place as that report.
Mm-hmm.
How many individuals were present when you were taken?
There were 4 individuals plus me and Louis.
Okay. Did the individuals make jabs at you or insults regarding you being poor?
Yes. While we were stuffed in the trunk, they were talking about us and asking questions like, had we gone to college and or university? And I had mentioned that I'd gone to community college, and they had a
Poor.
bit of a laugh about that and made fun of it because it's something that poor people would do.
Okay. Did they say anything about poor people in general?
Imagine
It's
college.
quite. Was the
Yes, they did.
Objection, Your Honor. What is the relevance of this?
Rebuttal?
During the line of testimony with Officer Toretti, we made it abundantly clear that they have an issue with poor people, so I'm proving it was somebody that was kidnapped by the
Why
defendants
does it matter?
to prove a pattern.
Your Honor, my defendants pled guilty to these charges prior. I think that's already been established.
This is, they did not plead guilty to these charges that I'm aware of. The ones that regarding Tessa Lamb and Louis Vuitton, I mean.
Not to mention this. I mean, sounds like part of a possible motive, so it would be relevant for me to hear about that. So I'm going to overrule. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We're back to this.
Was she in the middle of answering, or?
I hadn't started. No.
Okay.
An
Do
objection.
you want me to re-ask the question, Tessa?
Yes, please.
Okay. Did the defendants or the people that took you make any say anything about poor people in general?
Yes. When we arrived at the court center, they wanted us, or they told us that they wanted us to fight, and I asked them why, and they said something along the lines of they wanted to eliminate or exterminate all poor people and make Los Santos a better and richer place, I think.
My word.
Doesn't sound half bad.
Okay.
Again,
when you and Mr. Baton were kidnapped, were you, did the individuals that take you attempt to make you two fight?
Exterminate
yes,
the poor.
Okay. Did they tell you any specific way to fight or when to stop fighting?
They wanted us to fight pretty much to the death. They said they wanted us to use melee weapon, or no, they wanted us to fist fight, and they had a bit of an argument about whether or not I would be given a melee weapon, as I had just gotten out of the ICU that day, and I was very injured. I had a brain injury that I was fostering that day.
Okay, so since you brought that up, just to make it clear, are you 100% sure of everything you're saying that happened that day?
You weren't even there that
100%, yes.
Okay.
Sir Ajax.
Yes, sir.
Did you and Mr. Baton end up fighting?
No, actually. When we got to the center of the maze and met up, Louis immediately started acting, like I had hit him. He pretended to fall over and pass out, and that was when they came in and called his bluff by cutting his hand open with a knife and giving him a wet willy to rouse him and make him cry out, which he did.
Okay. Were you injured during this incident?
Not until they called his bluff. They realized that we hadn't fought, and they realized that we didn't do what we were told, and they turned on us. They beat me with a crowbar in the back several times until I got knocked down. I saw them attacking me, but I don't know with what. And I know he did.
I cannot wait to play these characters more often. These are gonna be some of my. This is gonna be my favorite character, next to Flop. Flop is a great character with a really elaborate story.
Do you remember them saying or doing anything? Or excuse me, before this, did they pull you out of the maze, or did somebody else pull you out of the maze?
They did carry me out of the maze.
Okay. Did they say anything while they were dragging you out?
There was some commentary about shaving Louis's head. I couldn't see what they were doing, but I did hear them talking over the radio about how Louis had nearly been scalped and that they wanted to kick out a member of their group. And they did mention that individual by name. They said Talgar.
Yes.
Okay.
My word. Yes.
I do want to note, Your Honor, that Talgar could not make it today due to out-of-county situations. Completely understandable on my end. He can't help it. But I do want it to be noted that he is one of my witnesses.
Okay.
Thank you. How were you able to identify any of the people besides hearing the name Talgar?
Oh, he's an idiot anyway.
I
Couldn't even
know.
make any
I
intelligible
was
sense.
I was later able to identify them in the lineup, though.
Who were you able to identify?
Oh my god, yo, fuck, thank you
These
so
two
much for
individuals,
the follow. I
they were the
appreciate
two
it.
that had been closest to me the whole time, and they were
I
the
love
ones
this
that
case.
had told me I had to fight Louis. And they were also wearing the same clothing that they had been when they kidnapped us.
Okay. Was there anything else besides clothing that pointed you towards them?
Yes, they were speaking with the same mannerisms and same voices.
Okay. I have no more unless Donnie has some, Your Honor.
Underground poor fighting rig. I mean,
To your knowledge, did any of this group of individuals call emergency medical services for you?
No.
All right, and both you and Louis Vuitton were incapacitated, right?
Yes.
Okay. No further questions.
If they were incapacitated.
Oh, I'm sorry. 1 second. I just gotta check one of the pieces of evidence before we go on, Your Honor.
Never mind. Preston, I do believe Father would be disappointed in these poor people.
Okay, never mind. Sorry, I'm good.
Well, people are disappointing in general, darling. It's nothing new.
Right.
True, yes,
Sorry,
it is.
Cross.
Good evening, Tessa. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
All right. So you stated that when this all started, you had just gotten out of the hospital from a brain injury, correct?
Yes, sir.
And despite of that, you are here today. You were not fatally injured, were you?
No, as they did not hit my head, I specified they hit me in my back. They beat me relentlessly.
They were justice.
And that was after Louis had tried to act that you two were fighting, correct?
Yes.
Okay. During the beating, did they? I don't remember if prosecution addressed this. Did they beat you with their hands or with melee weaponry?
Melee weaponry. It was a crowbar.
Okay. And because of this, I suspect you spent a little bit of time in the hospital.
I did.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to see that you made a full recovery. But again, you were not fatally wounded. You are still here with us. Again, that is glad to see. Miss Lamb, you did say that you had that brain injury at the start of the day. It's. Are you sure you're remembering everything exactly as it happened?
Asked and answered, Your Honor. I did ask her if she was remembering correctly 100% what was going on.
Sustained.
Good call.
Miss Lamb, you stated that they, meaning my clients, were berating someone in their group, talking about getting rid of him. Did you hear why that was?
Because they felt he was going a little bit too far with the scalping.
Okay, so he was taking things too far and they were trying to stop that. Thank you, Miss Lamb. I have no further questions.
Ooh, my word.
Would you like to redirect?
I got no redirect, Your Honor, unless Donnie has something.
Wonderful.
I got nothing.
Okay,
Is
we're
this
good.
witness up for recall?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
They've got the wrong guys.
I don't have it.
Somebody bring
we know.
I have some, Your Honor.
All right.
Again, our thing, we want for some of these witnesses, we're just going to keep it very simple.
You need water
Get
as
very
well?
direct.
Absolutely. And I do want to point out
there's no reason to drag it on.
the fellow in the
phenomenal.
the fellow in the blue driver hat is in fact Chip.
Fantastic.
If you would like to,
So he's in the stands.
if you would like to irritate
fantastic.
him, Sir Ajax, make sure you address him as Chips with an S.
Will do, gentlemen. Thank you.
Excellent. Smashing.
Next witness.
Next witness is going to be Augie Stitzler, Your Honor.
The
Oh,
murderer.
beautiful.
All right, let's go.
Murderer.
Disgusting.
Yes, eye patch and everything. He's so shit.
Hey, how about you keep your comments to yourself, Am? Thank you.
Goodness gracious, it's so hostile in here.
I would.
There's a piece of glass there you gotta watch.
Eye patch and
People
everything.
throwing around them,
Clearly
saying people are
untrustworthy.
murderers and other
Everybody
stuff.
back there, shut the hell up before you fucking piss me off. How about that?
Of course, Your Honor.
Going against sworn in.
All right, sir, raise your left hand for me.
Toretti is
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury, so help you Nikes. Party's been sworn in, Your Honor.
Can he yell?
Yeah, make sure you're speaking.
Sorry
up,
about
Augie.
that. Yep.
All right, how you doing, Mr. Stitzler?
I'm doing okay, sir.
All right, am I pronouncing your name right before I go further?
Stitzler, correct? Yes.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Stitzler, were you kidnapped on August 18th, 2020?
I was.
Okay. Where were you kidnapped from?
I was at PDM.
Ajax
Okay.
is killing it in
And
this case.
do you know who kidnapped you?
Yes, it was a blonde gentleman over there, Jacob.
Jacob, interesting.
Jacob? Who's Jacob?
It was
sure
who?
he's
I'm
all
sorry,
there?
Mr. Jacobson.
Okay.
Preston. Yeah.
How did you know it was him?
He gave me his ID. He wanted to take a car for a test drive, and we require ID from all people who test drive vehicles, so he gave it to me.
Okay, could you please go to report 4349 for me? And let me know when you get there.
I'm there.
What do you guys think about this case so far?
At the very bottom,
I'm staying
under
quiet
the
listening
evidence
'cause this is
section,
awesome,
there
but
is a
what are you guys thinking so far?
picture labeled "Pictures of Sterling on scene" that Preston wanted to test drive from
They're
PDM. Can
going
you open
to
that up for me?
question us, right?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Let me know when you got it.
Yeah, give me a second.
it was willing. He's unhappy with his marriage. He was happy when he murdered her.
True.
My word.
Okay.
Is this the same car that he wanted to test drive?
Yes, it is.
Is this the same car that you were kidnapped in?
Yes, it is.
And then where this picture is taken, is this at the court center?
It appears so, yes.
Okay. In the same report, 4349, under the picture labeled "Picture of Maze where the games took place," is this the same place that you were taken?
Yes, it is.
See, he even said it himself. They're just playing games. They're boys.
All right, real quick, I want you to go report 4351 real quick for me. I think I said that twice.
Okay.
All right, I want you to go to the picture that's labeled "Pictures of the Scene."
I've never seen you play this character, so hearing all the shenanigans these characters have it up to is truly amazing. Moxie, this was one day.
Let me know
I
when you
made
got
this
it.
character in the same day I made the character.
Okay.
I got first-degree
Is
murder.
this the same location that you were kidnapped and taken
amazing. It was awesome.
Yes, it is.
to? Okay.
This was
Your
my
Honor,
first
I'd
time
like
ever
to know
going
for the
to
course
jail.
that this picture
and
is taken.
In the course of a day, we got
that
through
I
all
just
this.
referenced with that question is taken from the Tessa Lamb and Louis Vuitton report.
Mm-hmm.
Was anyone else at the maze with you?
One day and all this happened? Yeah.
There were
This was one day.
a total of 4 people that were kind of in charge and making us do things, and Carol Baskin was there as well. I didn't know her until later on. I didn't know her name, but that's who it was.
Okay. What happened when you got to the maze?
We pulled up, and the other 3 gentlemen were there along with Carol Baskin. They basically forced me out of the car. They had crowbars, knives, bats, and hammers, and they informed us that we would be fighting.
Okay, did they mention when you would be able to stop fighting?
Somebody had to win, and then they also mentioned somebody, that I had to kill her.
Okay. Did they threaten you if you didn't?
Absolutely, they did.
No.
Okay, how did they threaten you? Do you remember?
No.
They basically, they pulled out their weapons and said that you will get in her and you will fight her.
Okay. And then, did you fight her?
Not at first. I made my way to the beginning of the maze, and as I exited, they were standing at the maze. They pulled out their weapons and told me to get back in there and fight her.
Okay. Now, after that, did you fight her?
I did.
Okay. Were you in fear for your life at this point?
I was. I knew that they were going to use those weapons if I did not attempt to incapacitate her.
Casanova, dude.
And so I threw a couple punches at her, yes.
Okay, so, Augie, in the opening statement of the defense, they sat there and claimed that you were the actual murderer. Did you have any intent to kill Miss Baskin?
Yes.
I did not. My intent was to get us both out of there alive.
Okay.
Why were you excited about the
Did
money?
you attempt to call for medical help?
I did try. I did not have my phone or a radio. I could not reach anybody. I pled that they would give me my phone back because they promised that they would after it, so I could call for medical help, and they refused. Instead, they pulled out their phones and filmed me giving CPR to Miss Baskin.
Okay. Did you attempt to take a phone from one of them to call for help?
after they ran away saying that I had, killed her. Yes, I ran after them. They wouldn't stop. I swung at one. I knocked him pretty good. He turned around and started beating me with weapons.
Okay. What were you incapacitated at this time?
Yes, I was knocked down to the ground. I was unable to get up. EMS and the police showed up.
Okay. Do you know of anybody else's name that was there besides Mr. Jacobson and Miss Baskin?
I don't know the names, to be honest with you. That wasn't really I just know that gentleman over there was there as well.
What man?
1 second, Your Honor. Mr. Stitzler, you ever been arrested before?
I have not.
Have you ever committed a violent crime, arrested or not?
I have not.
Are you a violent person?
I am not.
Would you consider yourself a pacifist?
I don't want to injure anybody, so yes, I guess so.
Okay. Would anybody else be there? Would anybody else be able to corroborate your story if they had been asked that you were kidnapped?
I do believe
yes, my wife was at PDM when they he took me on a test drive in that Sterling. I was growing weary of what was going to happen, and I was on the radio with her. At one point, I told her where I was, and then the next moment I told her that he had pulled out a crowbar and had a crowbar in his hand, and that was the point that Mr. Jacobson told me to put my radio and my phone in the glove box, so I could not communicate with her.
Yes. Good.
Okay, and just to prove she exists, is she here today?
Yes, she is standing right back there.
Could you describe her for the courts?
She's wearing the black jacket, the black scarf. Has
she's wearing the Walmart edition.
Sandy brown hair. Wearing glasses.
Okay. Can you wave for us, Augie's wife?
Claudia wave.
Cool. Okay. Just want to make sure. All right. No further questions, Your Honor.
Disgusting.
Unless Donnie has
like
some.
a proper princess.
Just to clarify, do you know approximately where you were at when Mr. Jacobson pulled out his crowbar?
I believe we were up towards.
I didn't beat her down.
Rockford area.
Okay, so you were not at the court center yet.
No.
All right, no further questions.
Chip and Talgo beat him down.
What was that for?
I was not whispering.
Can't hear you, sir.
Speak up, Sir Ajax. Yes.
Mr. Sisler, you said to the PD that the prosecution, you consider yourself a pacifist, correct?
That's correct.
Do you consider yourself a man of honor, Mr. Sisler?
Absolutely.
Why would you beat an innocent woman to death?
Because they were threatening my life with weapons. I didn't have a choice.
You just stated that they never actually threatened you. They had weapons in their hand, but they showed
they
no
were going
verbal
to kill me,
threats.
that I needed to get in there
Objection,
and
misstatement
fight.
of testimony. He clearly stated that they threatened him.
Your Honor, he clearly stated that they pulled out weapons, but made no verbal threats to him. Pulling out a weapon is not a direct threat.
If I may, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
I asked a very specific question. I said, did they threaten you if you didn't fight? And he answered, yes, they did. And I also asked him if he was in fear of his life.
Weapons.
And then he said, yes, he was.
All right.
He brings up a good point. Yes.
Sir?
Again, he clarified his statement and stated they pulled out weapons. I'm asking for clarification if they made any verbal threats to him.
All right. Well, if that's the clarification you need, then I'm going to overrule it. You may ask that question.
Did my clients ever verbally threaten you, Mr. Sitzler?
Yes.
Who?
What was that?
They said they were going to beat me and make me fight. If I didn't fight, that he would beat me.
Wasn't that after you tried to leave the maze when you were
No, it
confronted
wasn't.
by
It was
Mr.
before.
Chips? Okay. And from what you stated, you were supposed to fight, yet, I mean, what happened? Did you lose control? Did your bloodlust take hold? Is that why you killed Miss Baskin?
Not at all.
He
So you were in full
celebrated.
control when you killed Miss Baskin.
Did.
I was attempting to get us both out alive.
By beating her?
By killing her?
Objection, badgering.
Okay, rebuttal.
I'll withdraw the question, Your Honor. I have no further questions for this witness.
All right. Would you like to redirect?
Go ahead.
For a man that celebrated about
Just to
money.
clarify, did the defendants threaten you both before you were in the maze as well as when you tried to leave the maze?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd also like to point out that we weren't the
Here.
ones that fought Tim. It was Chip and Talgar.
To also clarify, did the defendants say that you would have to fight to the death? Or some variant of that
Yes,
wording?
they told me I had to kill her.
Okay. No further questions unless...
Yeah, I have a few.
Mildly untrue.
All right. Kind of brushed over it, but we'll go over it again. When you were threatened and when you fought Miss Baskin, did you have any intention on her actually dying during this?
Absolutely not.
Have you ever wanted to kill anybody in your life?
No, sir.
Besides,
Have you ever wanted to see somebody die?
No, sir.
His wife.
Have you ever felt that you wanted to violently attack somebody for no reason?
Absolutely not, sir.
He
Okay.
punched us.
So just to clarify and be sure, the only reason that you fought Miss Baskin is because you were in fear of yours and her life.
That is correct, sir.
No further questions.
This is witness up for recall.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir, you up for recall? So just stay in the courtroom until defense calls you back up to the stand.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You may sit down, sir. Go ahead and call your next witness.
Next witness is going to be Chip Schultz, Your Honor.
This should be good.
Traitor.
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 My word. You're assaulting me with words, Your Honor.
Mind the glass, sir. Over here.
Yes, of course.
Poor boy, can't even walk.
I don't understand.
Will you raise your hand for me, sir?
Yes, of course.
Should be good.
All right, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, under penalties of perjury, so help you Nikes?
Yes, of course, of course.
He's been
Witness
arrested.
been sworn in,
Countless
Your Honor.
times.
All right. Am I good to go, Your Honor?
This should
Yeah,
be
go ahead.
good. I
Okay.
can't wait for this one.
Mr. Schultz, how you doing today?
I'm not well, son. In the vicinity of those two monsters again. I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid.
And who would
Why-
those monsters be?
What?
Preston and Jarvis, sir.
How do you know Mr. Jacobson and Mr. Cromwell?
We went to school together. Many, many years ago.
Okay. Are you aware of the incidents that are being brought to court today?
Yes, the death of that poor woman, Miss Baskin.
Okay. Are you aware of the incident involving Miss Lamb and Mr. Baton?
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay. Were you present at both of these incidents?
I was.
Okay. And earlier in Senior Officer Toretti's testimony, an incident involving... Actually, never mind. I'm not going to touch up on that. What happened at the incident regarding Miss Baskin?
So, Preston made me drive him to PDM so he could request a test drive and take the man hostage and get him up to the maze. And I made my own way up there. And once I got there, I do believe Miss Baskin was there as well. And a little later, Preston showed up with Augie.
Okay. Just to be clear, can everybody hear him? Just in case.
Unfortunately.
You can't.
yes.
Or you can.
I can.
Okay.
We can.
Oh
You're just a bit soft spoken, so I just wanted to make sure.
I'm sorry, I'm very nervous.
You're good.
Nervous because you're a liar.
Nervous because you're poor.
Good one, mother. Good one.
What happened at the incident regarding Miss Baskin?
Well, we pulled our weapons at the direction of Preston over there, and we told them to fight to the death. And if we didn't, he was going to kill us as well. And so,
what?
Then Augie beat down that poor woman with his fists, trying to maybe knock her out instead of kill her.
Okay, so it was brought up earlier. There's a video of Augie doing CPR. Were you the one that was recording this video?
Yes, I was. I was also the one who sent it to Officer Toretti.
Okay. Now, it's already come up that, I'll go over it again. Were you and the other group of the defendants trying to play it off like Augie killed the woman?
Yes, Preston and Jarvis were. It was their scheme.
Did Preston and Jarvis force Miss Baskin and Mr. Stitzler to fight to the death?
Yes, they did, sir.
Okay.
It was awful.
Did they do the same thing with Miss Lamb and Mr. Baton?
Yes, they like she said, they cut his hand to try to wake him up after we discovered they'd not fought. And I, instead of doing something violent, I just gave him a wet willy to try and wake him up, to make sure that Preston didn't get angry again.
Okay.
My word.
And then they still refused to fight, so I do believe Preston and Jarvis beat them down.
Okay. And just to clarify and be perfectly clear, at both of these incidents regarding the incident with Miss Lamb and Mr. Baton and the incident with Mr. Stitzler and Miss Baskin, the defendants as well as yourself and one other, who is the one other real quick?
I'll give the...
Talca Goldtooth, sir.
Okay, Your Honor, I would like to know, again, he's supposed to be here today, but he can't be here.
Ironic.
So, Mr. Goldtooth was part of your part of the group.
Is that his last
yes,
name?
Of course. He's the one Preston ordered to shave Louis' head, but he gave him an uneven blade and he accidentally scalped the man, and that's when they said over the radio not to do that, and he didn't have a choice. They made him cut the hair.
Accidentally scalp a person?
I don't
Louis Vuitton.
understand.
Okay, so during that incident and the incident regarding Mr. Stitzler and Miss Baskin, did the group that you're with that included the defendants force the two individuals in each incident to fight to the death,
been perfect in court
or
today,
they would
dude.
be injured?
Yes, the goal was to rid the world of the poor.
Okay. Did in the incident regarding Mr. Stitzler and Miss Baskin, did Mr. Stitzler ask you to call for an ambulance or let him call for an ambulance?
Yes, he begged us, but Preston over there, he wouldn't allow it. Not
Okay.
until it was too late.
Why?
If I do recall.
What has Jarvis been doing this whole time during this incident?
Yes.
He's been just listening to Preston, taking his orders, doing his every bidding, sir.
Okay. Would you say that Jarvis was willing to go along with the entire thing?
He was all too happy. The murder in his eyes, the fire, it was horrifying.
Okay. Did he have the same fire and look in his eyes in the Tessa Lamb and Louis Vuitton incident?
Yes, yes he did.
This boy's a limp fish. Come on now.
Back to the the Baskin situation. Did Mr. Stitzler attempt to attack one of you for a phone to call an ambulance?
Yes, but it all happened so fast. I can't remember who he attacked.
Of course he doesn't.
It's a shame.
But he begged us. He pleaded for us to call the ambulance, and they wouldn't allow me.
Okay. Did Mr. Jacobson end up calling 911 at one point?
Yes, after we were gone. After she had been left on the ground as well as Mr. Stitzler on the ground.
All right. Did he actually, Your Honor, I'm going to be referencing, that's going to be referencing the dispatch calls that's in report 4349, I believe.
Okay.
I love this dude.
All right, sorry about that. What happened after he tried to take the phone?
They beat them down and called him a paw.
No.
And just left him there.
We were nowhere near.
On this next question, I'm going to be referencing the same tweets that I referenced with Officer Toretto, Your Honor. Were the group of individuals you're with that included the defendants have a strong distaste for individuals that they claim to rapport?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Was that the reason that they were targeting certain individuals?
Yes, they wanted to cleanse the city.
Okay, and was that the main reason that they brought individuals to the maze?
Yes, Preston called it a game, but it was a mask. It was horrible.
Okay. Were there more incidents than just these two that we've talked about so far?
Yes, it was the time we took that what was his name? That man Cheddar and the zebra.
How were we
zebra
there?
boy up to the maze
Chips
as well.
with an S was there.
We shot them. It was just Preston and I at that time, and he made me shoot them.
My word, I do say.
Did you want
I sure
to shoot
am
them?
making him do a lot of things.
It sounds like it doesn't.
Was Preston threatening you if you didn't shoot them?
Yes, that's why the tweets show as well that we retweeted everything he said on Twitter. He made us.
Okay. Were they taken to the same maze as the two incidents we've already talked about?
Yes. The court's maze.
And who's the mastermind, for lack of better terms, of all of these?
That man right there, Preston Jacobson.
Okay.
How were we there? Chip with an S.
Were you and Mr. Goldtooth involved in each incident?
For these two, yes. The first one, like I said, was just
no, I
Preston and myself.
Okay.
Everybody, you know what?
Now,
it's fine.
I was with you when I was talking to you and Mr. Goldtooth, so I'm going to ask you, since he's not able to be here today, did you and Mr. Goldtooth regret everything that's happened so far?
We regretted everything, like we told you that day.
Objection, Your Honor. That lacks
so
personal
horrible. I
knowledge.
never wanted that woman to die.
Objection, Your Honor. That lacks personal knowledge. He can't possibly attest to how Mr. Goldtooth was actually feeling.
I would rebut by saying he already answered in my next question. We'll fix that.
The scalping.
That same objection.
Can you re-ask the question?
Yeah, I asked if since Mr.
What's up, Reddit? How you doing?
Schultz was in the room with myself and Mr. Goldtooth. I asked if Mr. Goldtooth had regretted doing anything, and then my next question was just going to be, did he audibly say that he regretted it?
Okay, I'm going to sustain that one then. If that's the question you want to ask, just ask that.
Yeah, it's fine. Did he audibly admit to regretting the incidents?
Yes, very much so.
Okay, do you regret the incidents?
Oh, more than anything I've done in my life.
But you still did them.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Stitzler.
Okay, now a little bit of a question here for you. If you don't know, that's fine. Did Mr. Jacobson and Mr. Cromwell plan out each of the kidnappings?
Yes, they were the masterminds behind it all. Preston, Mr. Jacobson was the one who told me to drive him to PDM and drop him off so he could get what he called a paw. And I do believe Jarvis picked up Miss Baskin on his own.
On his own.
He was not there
and then,
for the kidnapping.
I actually do not remember if I asked this already, but if I did, that's fine.
Really?
Did they openly threaten the two on each incident to fight to the death?
Yes. The threat of violence and death on them if they did not.
Okay. No further questions unless Donnie has some.
I'm good, Your Honor.
All right, we're good. What is this?
Mr. Chips.
It's Chips, sir.
Chips?
No chips. No S, sir. Chip. Please.
All right, Mr. Chips. Augie Sitzler is the one who
Your
beat
Honor.
Carol Baskin, correct?
What? Don't even try saying anything to me right now, sir. Don't even try.
Mike, can you please say my word correctly, sir? It's Chip.
Chips?
No
There's
S.
no S.
So, why are you mocking me?
I'm sorry, sir. You said chips?
Chip. With one S. Chip.
It's chips.
Chips. Okay. Chips, please
perhaps
answer the
I
question.
can help.
Augie Stitzler beat Carol Baskin, correct?
I do not know who you are talking to. There's no chips
God,
here,
it's so
sir.
stupid. I
Please.
If you don't answer the damn question,
That is not my name, Your Honor.
Your Honor, please
I will
direct the
put your
witness to
ass
answer.
in prison. Do you understand that?
Should have been.
My word.
What?
Oh, because fine. Ask your question, sir.
Augie Stitzler beat Carol Baskin, correct?
Yes, after being threatened with weapons.
That's not what I asked, sir. Answer the questions, yes or no.
You better have a good fucking reason to be talking to me right now. Right the
Yes.
fuck now. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Judge. Do you need a minute?
No, I don't need a minute.
Okay, okay. My apologies. The district attorney's offered you immunity in this case, correct?
I believe so. Yes.
Immunity
Objection.
for
Oh shit! Damn it.
immunity
Not in
for
scope.
crime. Your Honor,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What?
The question wasn't in scope.
it goes to the credibility of the witness's testimony, Your Honor.
Your Honor, final rebuttal is that he can recall the witness if he feels at that point.
Okay, I will go ahead and strike that question, Your Honor. I will be recalling the witness then.
All right.
So, Chips, you stated that everything was on Mr. Jacobson, that he constantly threatened you, and yet you went back multiple times with him during these fights, correct?
Yes. Yes.
No one died during any of these fights prior or after.
Objection relevance.
Rebuttal.
They're stating the crime was premeditated, Your Honor. I'm trying to show that the pattern they're saying exists is in fact not.
Just because the former ones, someone didn't pass away, does not mean that there was no intent to kill.
It doesn't mean that there was.
Overruled. I'll allow it.
Could you ask again, sir?
So again, Mr. Chips, nobody died either before or after with any of the other incidents, correct?
Correct. Yes.
I love that they.
Your Honor, for right now, I have no further questions, but again, I do want to recall this witness.
Yeah. Right.
Ajax.
Oh, that was beautiful.
That was
absolutely
Sean, you want to ask those ages?
Phenomenal.
I just wrote down for you. Okay. Since he brought it up, did they, when the kidnapped individuals were threatened, were they threatened with weapons?
Yes. Yes. The initial ones, Mr. I believe Zebra and Mr. Cheddar, were guns. Augie and Carol Baskin were melee weapons, as well as Mr. Baton and Miss Lamb.
Okay. Now,
oh God. Dude.
Since the defense counselor brought up why you were going back with them multiple times, were you being actively threatened throughout each of the incidents?
Yes, and anytime I would try and escape, he would find me and threaten me again.
Okay. Did you fear for your life during these incidents?
Every single moment, sir.
Okay.
Every moment.
Now, if that's the case, did you fear going to the police?
Yes, of course. That's why I tried to be sneaky and send Mr. Tretty the video in a text.
He posted it on Twitter.
I think Donnie has some questions.
Yo, Reddy, what's up, dude? How you doing? Oh my gosh, how you
Did
been?
you give any information to the police about this incident before you were given any sort of immunity?
Yes, when we were in the interrogation room and I knew they were behind the two-way glass, I spoke as much as possible everything that happened.
All right.
So all this information that you've been testifying at court today was known to police before you were given any sort of immunity, correct?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
And was that immunity given in exchange for the information, or was it given to testify in court?
Just doing RP things again? Hell yeah.
Sorry, one more time.
Was that immunity given so that way you could testify in court, or was that immunity given so that way you could give police information?
I believe it was so I could give police information. I wait, no, I
go to
don't remember.
jail.
It's been a month.
I understand. All right.
I just yes.
No further questions.
No, a slip up.
All right, so you may sit down. You're up for recall.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
Sir,
Go
this
ahead and
way.
call your next-
A
This way.
monster.
What's wrong, sir?
What's your class?
Snakes.
Yes.
At this time, Your Honor, I believe.
Did we just?
I believe that's all of our
at
witnesses.
somebody?
I just want to go over evidence at this point.
We just fucking hissed at somebody.
At this time, the evidence I do want to go over
Oh,
is
we're so stupid. I love it.
the 911 calls that were made via the defendants and the video that was presented to the police via Mr. Schultz, and the fact that those were all sent and called to make it out to see Mr. Augie as the attacker. Or the aggressor, excuse me. I also want to go over all of the pictures throughout the Tessa Lamb and the Louis Vuitton incident, as well as the August Stitzler and Carol Baskin incident, to note that they are all within the same location, as well as the picture that is noted as the car that they took from PDM on a test drive. And then I also want to note the in the medical report, let me 1 second. The manner and cause of death, which is consistent with the stories and testimonies that we've heard so far today. Other than that, do you have anything?
Yeah, I'd also like to point out in the 911 calls that Mr. Jacobson specifies that the woman was killed, not attacked, which shows that he believed the woman to be dead at that point that he made the call.
Other than that, prosecution rests, Your Honor.
Augie is a brute.
Depends how many witnesses are going to be calling today.
We have the 2 recall, Your Honor, though I would request that we take a brief recess until after tsunami.
Right. How many? So it's just 2 witnesses?
The 2 witnesses on recall, and I'd like a brief moment to
God.
discuss with my clients regarding if they are wanting to testify, Your Honor.
Okay. We're going to be going into recess until after tsunami, so about 5 to 10 minutes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
If you need to worry about dinner
There's a
and stuff,
fucking
don't
monkey in
worry.
here.
Oh,
Would you like us to testify?
The chimp,
I
Your
think
Honor.
it would be a good idea. Obviously,
I will
everybody's
testify.
putting the blame at you, and we need to get some of that out there.
I will happily testify. Does Jarvis need to as well, or just one of us?
thank me later.
To be
They seem to be putting all the blame on me, not just
They do.
Fucking
I
amazing.
think it would be in our best interest if only one of us had to testify. Yes.
I agree. I think having
I volunteer.
Preston testify would be best. Yeah, we definitely
I was
need
going to, but I don't see a point. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be. I don't think we'll need both. I think having Preston testify would be great, considering again he is the supposed mastermind of the whole thing. Who everyone feared.
Absolutely.
He's
So-
much smarter than Jarvis, and much more well spoken.
My
Much
word,
more.
But
mother.
again, gentlemen, remember to keep your composure.
Yes.
Excuse me,
Excuse me.
poor lady.
Can I
Oh,
help
sorry.
you?
I was wondering where that smell came from. I'm glad it's over here.
I know you're
It's
confused.
from the chimp that
You're
walked
married
in.
to a murderer.
Yes.
So
yes,
I
there's
think
the smell
that's-
of
I think that's
murder
what we're
that's
gonna
just
go
Yeah,
with.
you know
Um,
what? You know what? If that's the best you can
will-
come up with, I'm glad I woke up for this because I will gladly take you on
Oh
later.
well,
Mhm.
telling me
Madam,
that you
the
smell cheap
Walmart.
perfume
Oh,
is
yeah.
very
Yeah.
Smells
very
like dead
creative
raccoons
as well.
and dead
Oh,
dreams.
yes.
Thank you.
What does that even
Oh.
mean?
I believe that my dream is being extremely wealthy, and I've lived that quite well. So you'll have to try again, my darling.
Oh, I will, but I'm just
I
gonna wait a little bit.
do believe I'm surprised.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Chip. My word. Go fuck yourself, Chip. Oh my gosh. Oh god, I hope I'm loading into the court. All right. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm loving this. This has been great. Oh my gosh. So many amazing, like, just I love it, dude. I love it.
Host Chris. That
Yo, Polar coming in with the raid. What's going on? Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. Polar, how was your stream? Welcome, everyone. We are currently in court, and it's been going for almost 2 hours, an hour and a half at this point. And it's a lot of fun. It's great. My word, Polar. Thank you so much for the raid. I do hope your stream was phenomenal. Yes. Welcome, everybody. Can we get a shout out for Polar, please? Never mind. I always say that you guys are always quicker than I am. But oh my gosh, that was awesome. This court case has been everything I wanted it to be, and I just all I can say is hell yeah. I don't know what the closest spawn is from here. That was the issue. So I think it's good that Jarvis isn't. Yo, Greg, dude, both back-to-back raids. What's going on, dude? Thank you so much for the raid. Both of you, Polar and Greg, dude, I love both of you, man. Get hearts in chat, please, and a shout out for Greg, aka MG4R. Look at all the thickies in chat, dude. This court case has been phenomenal, man. This court case is awesome. Ew, Greg, I know, ew, dude, Greg. So, to anyone coming in, we are currently in the middle of our Jarvis Cromwell and Preston Jacobson court case with our first-degree murder. This has been going for about an hour and a half. Closing it on 2 hours here soon. This has been an amazing case. Greg, how was your stream, dude? Also, Polar, how was your stream? Your stream? I can't. Words are difficult. I hope it was good. My word. I hope this saved. Oh, thank God. I spelt Jarvis wrong, dude. I can't believe that. It was good. I'm trying to eat Taco Bell. Ooh, shit. Hell yeah, dude. You can watch the SBS of this court case. Yeah, Jarvis Cromwell. I fucking spelled it wrong, dude. We were in a rush. We had 10 minutes. All right. My word.
I'd be unhappy too if I was married to that.
True. So
Purple,
true.
after all, mother, is royalty.
Yes, you are quite right, my darling.
I do believe if she comes over again, I will throw her Kmart-looking ass out the window.
Oh my word!
This awful cat!
Awful rats.
How?
My word.
Oh, I feel so athletic today. Why is he running?
I don't know. I do believe that this case has been going interestingly. Yes, mother?
Oh, quite. Oh,
My word.
Excuse me, darling. Hello.
Oh, hey. How you doing? I'm just gonna take you for a ride, ma'am.
All right, I don't mind at all.
Try to be at court. Shut up.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna go take Jacobson. Oh, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Oh,
this
don't
is a
hit the
crosswalk.
simpleton.
Excuse me.
I will casually stand here. This is a crosswalk. Yes.
I'm going
It's
for a ride.
crosswalk, not a cross stand, darling.
Excuse me, I have a very expensive, nice car I have to drive in.
Yes, owned by the state, poor boy.
Buck?
Excuse me there, sir.
The hell is Buck?
Come on, Jarvis.
Car?
I'm sorry, there's Ajax.
Where'd you get that car?
No, it's okay. I know.
I told you.
He's just trying to get a reaction.
The chips with an S. Yes. Word.
Yes.
Hello there, poor woman.
Don't talk to me.
She seems a little uneasy. Yes.
She has reason to be.
I wonder what the reason is. All right. Wait, what the hell? What is why is that pulling? There we go. Round 2. Guys, thank you both for the raids. I greatly appreciate both of you. This court case has just been nothing but SBS, and I loved it.
Yeah. So you really just have to sit there.
Just phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Ajax, if you'd like, I can explain the entire thing from beginning to end that incriminates Chip.
Oh, we're gonna go. I'm gonna let you go through everything.
Absolutely, Sir Ajax.
I do believe you are going to smash this out of the park, as they say here in America.
Absolutely smashing. Yes.
Love you, bud. Love you too, man. This has been great. Also, we're gonna have coffee talk at some point. I'm telling you right now. After the coffee talk earlier, after stream, I'm making like a shit ton of espresso. I'm gonna make like a triple shot.
I love your hat. Wow! Wow! Aber du sprichst ein Ficht, du.
My word.
He was flipping the bird at you.
Ah.
Preston.
Yes.
I do believe
going
a
on?
pigeon.
Hello.
Was at my door.
Hello, Your Honor.
What's up?
Over at the
Yeah,
big cage.
What's
Yes.
up, Gardner?
Hello.
From a
Augie,
gentleman named
what up?
Greg, who says he hates your voice.
Larry, what did you do?
What the fuck? I don't know. I didn't do anything.
That's what happens when you live on the poor
Get
side.
flicked off by a
You get
cat.
paid for
You
it.
to both
I
of them.
didn't do anything.
I'm literally disappointed in you right now.
I have
Like I
coffee. Ooh,
shouldn't
what
be.
kind of coffee? How do you guys like your coffee?
Wait, what?
Linden's like I shouldn't be.
By
What are
the
you
way,
trying to say?
Mother went on a car ride with that disgusting
Ah.
officer.
Wait, Larry, who did you sleep with now?
Hope he like him sick, cause that's how it's about to be.
Are you
I said, I
suggesting the
hope he
district
likes him
attorney
sick,
is
'cause that's how it's
fornicating with a
gonna be.
monkey?
Sign language.
Oh!
Oh my word.
You know what are you asking me now? About the
Oh!
Oh my god, he's getting mollywopped.
Oh,
Yeah, we're about to do
oh,
defense
geez.
now.
Oh.
This monkey.
I would interrupt, but I'm not a zookeeper. Mr. District Attorney.
I didn't know we were visiting
not-
you
You
today.
call him district attorney?
Yeah, I fucked
God.
up, Your Honor.
I couldn't explain America
Monkey beat his
in a
ass.
better
Jesus
situation.
Christ.
It's a chip,
Aren't
Your
you
Honor.
gotta-
It's true. That was
this
just
is-
literally the
got a doctor in
personification
the
of this
house.
entire country.
How
True.
American.
Aren't you supposed to beat the monkey, not
That's
let the
gross.
monkey beat you?
Very true.
Not unless
believe-
you're in America.
Larry, what did you do to them?
Round two! Round two!
Animals are rabid.
Kevin, what are you,
Our chimp is
bloodthirsty?
the chimp is a stenographer.
Who's a doctor
now.
here? Are you a doctor?
Dumb fuck.
If only there was a doctor. Quite a
Dumb
shame.
fuck.
Your excuse, sir. Have a good day.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, did somebody just hear snow?
We do believe that snow is a season there, not a person.
Well, yes.
Did you just say snow is a season?
Talking to me right now.
That would
Right
be
the
good.
fuck down.
Wait a minute, did he just say
Stop
snow is a season?
antagonizing the judge.
Or not.
Must be antagonizing the poor people. As
A
it should
season,
be.
yeah.
Jarvis.
Jo-
It
where's
appears your
Jarvis?
education is, what, can you not see Jarvis, mother?
No, Jarvis is hidden again. I swear, I tell you you're insignificant. That doesn't mean you need to disappear entirely.
You called me a simp sign, yes?
I'm sorry? No, I called you simple.
Not Bobby.
There's a
Okay.
difference.
All right, is everyone back?
Mother has appeared to become ruder since I've last seen her.
I'm good, Your
Preston.
Honor.
Where's Miss Lamb? Was she called for recall?
Yes,
No.
I'm good.
No, she
It's
wasn't.
been very
Okay.
stressful for me, Jarvis.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
My
Going
boy's
first
in
witness.
jail. There's no silk sheets. They took it away
We're gonna
when I
recall-
sent them to him.
Your Honor, we're going to recall Mr. Chips Schultz.
All right, sir, you're still under oath. Come up here.
Yes, Chips, kill him.
Yep. That was my first concern.
The lack of respect is ridiculous.
Oh, here we go.
All right, Mr. Chips. So back to where we were before. You've been offered immunity for your testimony here today, correct?
Objection leading.
I'll rephrase.
Okay.
Have you been offered immunity for your testimony here today?
I don't remember what it was for, but yes, I was offered immunity. Yes.
Immunity from what exactly? Neither you nor my clients killed the deceased.
Objection leading?
Rebuttal.
I'll rephrase. Did either you or my clients kill Carol Baskin?
Not with her fists, no.
Yes or no, sir?
No.
So what crime would you be charged for?
Objection, lacks knowledge. He's not a cop or a lawyer or a judge.
Rebuttal.
I'll rephrase. If you did not kill Carol Baskin, then what makes you think you would be charged for a crime?
Good way of wording that.
They threatened his life unless he did not fight her. I don't understand.
So you say they, but not you. So why would you be charged?
Because I was with them, like I said in my questioning earlier.
Yeah, I don't.
All right, Mr. Chips. So because you were with them, you believe you would be charged. Well, okay.
Yes, of course.
And you state that everything was on Mr. Jacobson. He planned everything. He went through and was threatening you, yet you persisted and came back each time, including after you dropped him off at PDM and you stated you left on your own. Why did you come back?
It's like I said.
Objection asked and answered.
It's a new line of questioning.
Fair. I always forget that.
So, withdraw your objection.
I'll withdraw my objection. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say right now this question to me sounds like compound and confusing. Can you split these up, please?
Yes, Your Honor. If you were so afraid of Mr. Jacobson,
I just
Mr. Chips, why did you continue to come
I just messaged
back?
Akita and I said, thank you so much
Because
for
if I
being a
didn't,
part of
he'd
this. She
find
goes,
me every
don't talk to
time.
me.
The city's not as big as you might think, sir. And every time he'd threaten me more and more harshly.
And yet you never went to the police.
No, because he threatened me with that too. Said if I did, he'd do awful, terrible things.
I do say
Yet
it's a
you're
lot of
here now and
threatening.
he hasn't done terrible things.
Objection. Is there a question in here?
Withdrawn, Your Honor. I have no further questions for this witness.
Reader Cross.
Yes.
I actually don't have any, Your Honor.
Surprise.
Can I have 1 second just to thank Your Honor?
Yeah, all right.
Okay, thank you.
I feel like we addressed everything.
Preston, you'll be up next.
Is smashing.
You've got this in the bag,
Yeah, exactly.
Preston.
Hey, back there. Y'all stop playing around back there.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Your Honor. Foreplay. Sorry.
Right. Take it to the bathroom.
Won't play. In the
Yeah,
courtroom.
no cross, Your Honor.
Sir,
Disgusting.
you may step down.
Yo, Evan,
Go
how
ahead,
you
Brian, next
doing?
witness.
What if Flav you?
Your Honor, we call
well,
Mr. Preston Jacobson to the stand.
All right, sir. Before you get sworn in, by testifying today, you will be... Who the fuck is talking right now?
I love Katya.
Multiple adults in the peanut gallery,
oh, yeah.
and not a single one of you can own up to it.
Honestly, Your Honor, I think it was the cat, to be fair.
Yeah, the cat's raising his hand.
Unity,
Her hand, excuse me.
I think it was Unity.
Oh,
please.
all right.
God damn
Didn't
it.
sound like anything Unity would say.
Are we going to
All
hold
right,
the cat?
sir, before you testify today, I want to let you know that by testifying, you are giving up your Fifth Amendment right. So, what that means is, at any time, if you have a question towards you that could incriminate you, you may then invoke your Fifth Amendment right again. However, your testimony will be stricken from the record. Do you understand that?
I understand, dear.
Okay, do it.
All right, raise your left hand, sir. You have the right to, Jesus. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury, so help you airborne.
I do.
Party has been sworn in, Your
So
Honor.
help me, rich people, yes?
Thank you.
Imagine.
Mr. Jacobson, can you tell me what happened on the night of Carol Baskin's death?
Objection, narrative.
Sustained.
Mr. Jacobson, did you plan for anyone to die the night Carol Baskin was murdered?
Absolutely not.
And Mr. Jacobson, to your knowledge, who killed Miss Baskin?
Oh, well, Augie did.
How did he do that?
With his fists, and he was rather quite excited after, may I add, but we'll get to that later.
Thank you, Mr. Jacobson. Did Mr. Sitzler attack you, Mr. Jarvis, Cromwell, Mr. Chip Schultz, and one Talgor Goldtooth?
Not all of us. You see, I was in the car with, I believe, Jarvis, and while Augie was trying to run away and get his phone back, he started hitting Chip and Talgor, in which they fought back and beat him down to
Which
the
is actually
ground.
not true. I do believe.
Yeah, I heard that too.
This was after Miss Baskin was incapacitated, correct?
Absolutely, yes.
Mr. Jacobson, did you contact EMS to try to get assistance for...
Yes, I did. I believe the 911 call roughly said, "Please help. Augie killed Carol Baskin."
And at that time, you believed her to be deceased, correct?
Well, she wasn't breathing, and while I'm no medical expert, she looked about as pale as, well, you could use your imagination.
I understand. I understand. Did at any time you threaten Mr. Sitzler?
No. And in fact, at any time, he could have left the maze as we were watching on top of a large building.
Now, had anyone else died during these exchanges?
No.
So, Miss Baskin is the only person to have died from this due to Mr. Sitzler's bloodlust.
That is correct.
Now, what happened when you went to PDM to try to get a car? Was Mr. Chips still with you, or did he leave?
Mr. Chips dropped me off, and I was looking at, I believe was, correct me if I'm wrong, a Sterling GT, the car with the doors that go up. It looks rather British.
Does sound like a pleasant car, sir.
It's an absolute wonderful car. My good man.
Nicest you can get in
Who picked up
America.
Miss Baskin?
Who picked up? I believe that was Jarvis and Talgor, and Chip helped her too.
Okay.
But
Now-
when they got her, she willingly got in the car.
Okay. Was she
Also
offered
wonderful.
anything for coming with? Do you know?
Well, the game that we play, we offer it to people. The winner gets quite a large lump sum of money, and it's all willingly and in good fun.
Now-
knew this.
Now, with these other exchanges, it seems like the participants may have cheated. Were they ever paid out?
No.
Was that due to the cheating and non-participation?
Yes, and rather barbaric behavior. We all love a good game, but when cheating comes in, it's rather pedestrian, if you will.
I agree. Mr. Jacobson, did you have every intention to pay the winning participant of your game?
Absolutely. And I was intending to pay Augie, but he freaked out.
Now, did you ever plan on who it was you were going to pick up, or was it just someone random that you came across, or that it was opportune?
While I was test driving the car with Augie, I mentioned the game, and he seemed quite interested in it, if you will. He talked about how his life was rather ordinary and how he could use the money. Miss Carol Baskin, as far as I know from what my colleagues have said, all willing colleagues, by the way, they believe that they just asked her if she wanted to play, and she willingly got into the car.
Okay. How exactly did Mr. Stitzler show his enthusiasm for your game?
Well, I would say the most enthusiastic part of it was after he beat Carol Baskin down to the ground. He did a bit of his... may I show what Mr. Augie did? If
Your
that's
Honor.
okay, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
He went like this, and he said, I won the money.
Didn't they?
However, once he realized that she wasn't breathing, he began to panic. get down on his knees and do CPR. I called the paramedic, and Augie kind of got very violent, if you will. He began demanding his phone, and while we were trying to figure out what was going on, I was going to grab the car with Jarvis, and he tried to beat the phone out of Sir Chip and Sir Tango.
So after he realized what he'd done, he became further enraged.
Yes, he was very happy, in fact, and it was only after he realized that she was deceased, God rest her soul, that he knew the actions, the consequences of his action.
Doesn't sound like the actions of a pacifist man.
Objection, counsel is testifying.
Withdrawn, Your Honor.
I'm a petty person sometimes.
Mr. Jacobson, when exactly it was brought up that you and the others discussed getting rid of Mr. Goldtooth, can you state why you were thinking of removing him from your group?
Mr. Goldtooth, that was his first day in our quote-unquote
I'm getting
group.
pings
He
all
was
over
Chip's
Twitter
manservant,
of Choi
and, then
and
apparently
fucking Claudia
they
going
were
back and
lovers.
forth.
I'm not quite sure, to be exact. I believe he said that they were lovers. Now, we left.
They were going
Chips
back and
and
forth right now on
Talga
Twitter.
alone with
Joy goes
Miss
disgraceful. She goes,
Lamb
yes, you
and
are. Thank you
Mr.
for admitting it.
Baton.
Joy goes, at least I'm not married to a
Meanwhile,
murderous brute,
Jarvis
young
and I were
lady.
getting the
She goes,
car.
you literally are
We were
going
on
to
a
say we
radio
can get
channel,
rid of
and
your
on the
father
radio,
for a new
it
one.
was Chip, and he said,
That's a pretty
hey,
ambiguous,
we
you know.
have a
Divorce is a
problem.
thing. Perhaps you should look into
Talga
it. British laugh.
accidentally, I'm doing air quotes if you can't tell, scalped Louis. And apparently, Chip thought that Louis's hair was quote unquote pretty and wanted it for himself because quote unquote, a poor person shouldn't have that pretty of hair, unquote. And so Talgar, being the barbarian he is,
very true,
took his knife and placed it against Louis's skull and tried to, quote, cut his hair, but apparently he's never cut hair before because he scalped half of Louis's head.
So I believe Mr. Chips Schultz stated that you gave Talgor the knife. Is that not true?
No. No. Everything that was going on, everyone was willing.
Why?
I assure it.
Why would Chips point to you as the ringleader, the mastermind behind all this?
Objection, speculation.
Yo, Starlight, what's going on?
I'll rephrase,
Posh,
Your Honor.
Kristen, Runs, have a great stream. Much love, Starlight. It's so good to see you. Hope you're good.
Why? Everyone is saying that you are the ringleader. What exactly was your role, Mr. Jacobson?
Well, I was just one of the gang. I don't think I'm the leader. Like I said, everyone was willing. And everything was going fine and fun and voluntarily until Talgar came, and if anything, it got very chaotic when Talgar came with Chip.
Now, Mr. Chips stated that he was constantly afraid of you. Did you ever threaten him?
No. And no, at any time he could have gone off on his own and done something, but no.
Where's the courthouse?
He stated you would hunt him down and bring him back to the group. Did that ever happen?
The man tweeted the video on Twitter and tagged Dominic Toretti.
Sir, answer the goddamn
If
question.
he was if I wanted to kill him, I would have killed him after the video, but I don't because he's my friend and he wanted to do it.
So was that a yes or a
voluntarily.
no? Because it was a yes or no question.
Could you repeat the question? I'm sorry. No, he's not afraid of me.
So you believe this to be an act?
I do.
Okay. Mr. Jacobson, I thank you for your time. Again, I'm sorry for the circumstances that have brought you here. I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Smashing. Very well put.
Good day.
Hello, Mr. Jacobson.
I think that went very well. Now let's see how he does.
When did you contact EMS?
I would say about immediately after we realized that Miss Baskin wasn't breathing.
So you contacted EMS in front of Mr. Augie Stitzler?
Yes, in front of everyone. And I believe the 911 call said, "Oh my God, Augie killed Carol." And it said, we will.
And when you called for EMS, did you attempt to mask your thick accent?
No.
Interesting. Was Mr. Stitzler attempting to perform medical on Miss Carol Baskins after she was incapacitated?
After he realized
say
what he
this, the
did,
DA
he
has a
did
hard
drop
case.
down to his knees
Oh
and
my
I
God, these two.
believe to try CPR, but though he wasn't very good at it.
And you said that this is a game that you play. What can you describe what the rules of the game are?
So the rules are we pick up 2 willing parties. We offer them a large lump sum of money if they make it out. We leave them alone in the maze and go on top of a very large building. At any time, if they feel uncomfortable or unsafe, they can leave the maze as we are on top of a building with no guns. And whoever makes it out can get the money. However, if they cheat, they get nothing.
And have you ever told the witnesses that they could leave at any time? Or
Yes.
yeah, okay. And what is considered cheating?
What is considered cheating? Pretending that one person is striked when they are not. For example, Mr. Baton in Tessa's case, Mr. Baton tried to act as if he was unconscious so Tessa could be deemed as the winner and get the money.
Preston's kind of put himself in a situation
Okay.
right now.
And why are you opposed to faking violence rather than actually carrying out the violence?
Repeat the question. What do you mean?
Why are you opposed to your contestants, quote unquote, faking that they were struck rather than actually striking them?
Well, are you a sportsman, my good man?
Not a violent one.
It's not the question. Are you a sportsman?
Sir, answer the question. Keep wasting my time. Watch what's going to happen. I'm going to snatch that ponytail right out in this courtroom.
But of course, madam. Well, I think like any other good a person of sportsmanship, cheaters would not be tolerated.
Okay. Why did you design that as a specific rule in your game?
Well, do you enjoy it when your favorite baseball player puts sticky stuff on the ball?
That's not related to the question that I just asked.
I don't like cheating. Do you like cheating?
That's still not related to the question I asked. My question was, why did you design that as a specific form of cheating in your game? You said this is a game that you designed, correct?
We all designed it equally.
Okay. So why is that
including
rule
Chip
in your
and
game?
Talgon. To make the game fair, of course. What's the fun in having it staged?
In
real life, there's winners and there's losers. Not everyone gets a participation trophy, my good man.
Has anyone ever been previously injured during these games of yours?
Not deathly, but they know what they're signing themselves up for.
That does not answer the question.
The answer is, well, yes, there was injuries.
All right, thank you. Prior to the incident involving Miss Baskins, have you ever pled guilty to a violent crime related to these games?
No.
Interesting.
I don't believe so.
Following the incident involving Miss Baskins, have you ever pled guilty to a violent crime related to these games?
It could be better, but
no,
it's
I
not
don't
bad
believe
yet.
so.
Given these games are games of violence, have you ever spoken to EMS or doctors to have them on standby?
No, but now that you mention it, that's a pretty good idea.
Did you tell Mr. Goldtooth to cut the hair of Mr. Louis Vuitton?
No.
Did Mr. Schultz ever separate from the group?
Yes.
And when he came back, did he come back on his own volition, or did you go to find him?
He came back on his own volition with Talgar and Louis Vuitton's scalp in hand.
All right. What is your opinion on poor people?
Well, I mean, everyone's born from a different background, but I do believe in equality.
So you don't hate poor people?
God damn it.
Well, I mean, what's in the past is in the past, but I mean, I don't hate you.
So if I stated I could only afford to drive an Oracle, that doesn't make you feel any sort of emotions?
I would say good for you.
Poor.
Poor indeed.
Give me a second to look at some this evidence.
I love Ajax.
All right. Do you use Twitter at all?
Yes.
Have you ever tweeted out that you hate poor people?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
But I mean, everyone posts a lot of things to Twitter. Like Chip tweeting out that video.
Okay.
Speaking of, do you know why Chip tweeted out that video?
I believe he thought it was funny, and he wanted Toretti to know what he thought about poor people.
Why would Mr. Schultz specifically tag a officer of the law with a video like that?
Your guess is as best as mine, my good man. Chip is not the brightest.
Yes.
Interesting. I don't have any other questions. Do you? All right. No further questions, Yara.
Redirect.
Get it, Ajax?
Thank you, Your Honor. The district attorney's office brought up the fact that you have twatted out about hating poor people in the past, and you stated that you do not hate them now, correct?
No, people change.
What
Father
changed your
was
mind?
once. Well, when I was in prison for as long as I have been, I thought, well, Father was raised in wealth. And his father, but his father was not. And his father worked for it. And so I thought everyone comes from different backgrounds, and although they may not be rich this time, they might be rich in the future. And that's damn good for me.
You
Thank you,
lying
Mr.
sack
Jacobson.
of
Just to reiterate
shit.
one fact. Who killed Carol Baskin?
Objection scope.
Your Honor, my client is on trial for murder of Miss Baskin. I'm trying to establish who committed that murder.
I never asked. Thank you, Your Honor.
You may answer the question, sir.
Augie killed Carol Baskin.
Thank you, Mr. Jacobson. No further questions, Your Honor.
Sir, you may step down.
Thank you.
Go ahead and call your next witness.
Your Honor, at this time, we forego our recall of Mr. Sitzler and the defense rests.
All right, are we ready to do closing?
I need a few minutes, Your Honor.
5-minute recess.
How did I do? Did I do okay?
You did fairly well. There's nothing in there that was terribly bad. Obviously, they're just trying to point to the fact of your disdain for the poor. But again, I believe we've clearly showed that you did not commit these crimes. That at most you were reckless,
crazy as hell
in your approach. And
This has been amazing. What do you guys? I think this went out well. Oh my
I
god.
really want Chip to serve prison time with Talga. I don't know if that's possible, but I mean,
You do
whatever.
need to stop.
That's not. That's
What's wrong, darling?
unfortunately.
What?
That's going to be up to the
It's not
DA.
in my
and
pocket.
I
It's
think if
exploding.
this
Hey,
doesn't
y'all got food over there?
I don't know what your problem is,
Yes, Your
darling.
Honor.
You're just correcting the peasantry, that's all.
Oh, you got it.
I don't know if we implicated Chip enough. I feel like he's not going to serve any jail time.
I think it all depends on how.
Unfortunately, he's not on trial here either. You'd have to You'd have to force the district attorney to
What?
charge
What
them
I do?
separately, I believe. Is that not how the American law system works?
Yeah, the DA has been
That-
extremely
look,
selective
things
in this
happen,
case.
okay?
It's-
I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't have no bandages.
Again, these aren't even proper charges for
maybe
any crime that may have been committed.
Well, we'll see them in court.
That is the issue here. Is that it's not. It's not.
Get out of here!
My word.
Oh, good lord.
Fuck.
Oh,
My word. Can somebody control their rat, please?
Please control the animal. He's attacking me.
Unity, did she hurt you? You'll be okay,
Attacks
Unity.
me.
Ask Katya. Ask Katya.
You okay, Unity?
Angel runs that shit.
Look what he did to my pantyhose.
Guys.
Here, take these.
What's that?
Thank you.
The good thing about this case.
Does it not
is that
transfer
you
for
could
police anymore?
literally admit
Is it
to
police if you're
everything.
usually certified at
As
transfer?
And it still wouldn't incriminate you because you
Exactly.
didn't kill her.
That is the issue. Yes.
It used to be back in the day, Labar. So, yeah.
No, ask Katya. What? What am I doing?
Oh gosh. I'm still not over that this all happened in one day. Dude, I'm telling you, this has been like awesome. This has been great.
Your Honor, I don't think that's the type of cat you normally go
Are
after.
you coming over here talking to us about bullshit right now?
I was just commenting on how good you look today, Your Honor.
Right.
Appreciate it. All right.
Who is that?
That would be Judge Stanton.
Judge Stanton. My word. Quite the attitude, yes.
To say the least. He doesn't tend to favor me very much.
Is there any proper reason for that?
Mainly because I've been trying to get a business turned over from possession of one individual to another as it's been abandoned, and I keep asking him about it and he keeps running away.
My word.
It generally, unless you're a female attorney, he doesn't really care to speak with you very much.
Oh.
That's why they call him the long schlong of the law.
Oh my.
Vulgar.
Disgusting, if I must say the least. The long schlong of the law? Are you fucking kidding me? Preston?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about this whole thing? I think it's quite funny that you are the ringleader, according to Chips with an S.
What's the matter?
It's for Snake.
You know, Preston has always been a natural leader. It's no reason to not think that he might be in charge.
But I think it's funny that Preston is the one being pointed at.
Oh, hell yeah.
However, Chips with an S was there the whole time. As if he didn't have any reason to not walk away if he wanted to. That lying snake.
Damn.
I love this. Oh gosh, I'm gonna play some piano.
I've seen this. All right, are we ready?
No, I was asking them to be quiet, so I just have like 30 seconds, please.
Everyone in the peanut gallery, shut up. Larry needs silence. I got this, Your Honor.
It's a good thing that
Thank you.
Ajax doesn't need silence.
No, I can actually think when other things are going
He's
on.
probably
So
having a
hopefully
hard time hearing through the
True.
ringing and the emptiness of his brain, that's all.
Hollow head, yes. All right. It's casual music. I actually really like this outfit for Jarvis. Ironically, like it's quite the disgusting outfit, with the loafers and everything, but this is like such a good outfit for some rich asshole. I kind of want to get a picture of this. Maybe remember it for future. I didn't know we could get this scarf. The scarf does sell it. That's what makes the whole outfit.
I'm good,
All
Your
right.
Honor.
Yeah, I was just saying, you're ready. Let's go. Go ahead.
All right, let's see.
Excuse me, Buck.
All right.
Excuse me. All right. Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the court, we have heard quite a lot today, a lot more than I thought we'd be hearing, in all honesty. Ranging from evidence from the police reports and the the autopsy report of Miss Baskin, all the way to evidence of the all the way to the testimony of the investigating officer, as well as the individuals who were actively kidnapped by the defendants, and one of the witnesses being a part of the group that kidnapped the individuals, including one Miss Carol Baskin and Augie Stitzler. With that being said, through the evidence, we have a video of Mr. Stitzler performing CPR on Miss Baskin and the defendants watching to the side. We had, for the same exact video, Mr. Schultz testified in the courtroom that he was recording, and he was indeed the one recording. However, he was told to do so, and it was in a guise to convince the police that Augie had killed Miss Baskin. At the same time, it was also admitted that the 911 calls made by Mr.
Right, chat,
Jacobson.
make your verdict. Do you think we got this or not?
Made to make it out to believe that Mr. Augie committed the crimes as well.
You think we did it?
With that being said, Mr. Schultz has also openly and willingly admitted to the other incidents involving Miss Lamb and and the late Mr. Baton, as well as an incident prior to this regarding Zebra and a Cheddar. With that being said,
I don't know what this whole Zebra
Mr.
and
Schultz was
Cheddar
involved in
thing
all three
was.
of these incidents. And has been more than willing to be cooperative with the courts and the DA's office to admit everything that's happened, which has been corroborated via testimonies from the other witnesses, as well as reports taken by police that are also in evidence today. We've heard the testimony of not just one, but two individuals involved with the defendants, and two of the witnesses, one being here today, being Mr. Schultz, stating that they were that the Miss Lamb and Mr. Baton, as well as Augie, Mr. Stitzler and Miss Baskin, were all taken against their will, and were forced to fight, and I quote, to the death. Both of these incidents were laid out as plain as day by both Tess Lamb and Augie Stitzler, that there were comments made by the defendants stating they're against poor individuals, and that Mr. Schultz even said himself that the defendants claimed to find poor people disgusting, and that he was a part of the group for several incidents, which gives us reason to believe that he is telling the truth. It was also proven that the reason for who was picked to go to the in quotes games, as Mr. Schultz put it, at the court's maze was because the kidnapped individuals were believed to be poor. Due to the testimonies and evidence brought to court today, that's just straight motive. Even Mr. Schultz admitted that the reason they targeted each individual was because they claimed the defendants claimed that the individuals kidnapped were poor. But it's not only proven by testimony, but it's proven by physical evidence that are in the reports as well. Augie Stitzler also went onto the stand, and while he seemed extremely remorseful of the situation, explained that he would never hurt anyone for less than no reason, and that he was in fear of his life the entire time that he was kidnapped. He explained that he was threatened and that weapons were held up against him if he were to do anything. And he even has said that there are witnesses that could corroborate this had they been brought into the courtroom today. Again, I would have brought them in, but we're missing two witnesses. So
Aiden, what's going on? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate
To go with
it.
this, Ms.
Welcome
Lamb
to
also
your stay.
testified that she was threatened to fight Mr. Baton to the death, and Mr. Schultz even stated himself that the defendants not just threatened the individuals that were kidnapped, but himself as well if he were to try to leave the group. It is the district attorney's office's belief that if they're willing to threaten their own member of their group, there's nothing stopping them from threatening random people that they claim are poor whenever they have also been proven to dislike poor people through the tweets that they've given and the testimonies given today as well. It is also with the massive amounts of corroborating testimony through the prosecution's witnesses and the evidence given in the report submitted today that not only is Augie not the reason Miss Baskin is dead, although he committed the act, he did so under duress and in fear of his own life, and even admitted on the stand himself under testimony that he did not want to kill her and wanted her to get him and her out of there alive, but that the defendants, Mr. Jacobson and Mr. Cromwell, forced Mr. Stitzler to commit these crimes or that he would be killed, thus they should be charged accordingly today.
We did not.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Defense?
Your Honor, members of the court, my clients may have been guilty of being reckless in their pursuit of their game. They may have been naive, but they've never intended for anyone to die. And no one has died before Mr. Stitzler's ruthless rampage on Miss Baskin. He stood over Miss Baskin cheering
Who looked
that
at
he
little
won the
Jarvis and
game
found this?
until
This
he
comes up
realized
when you
how
look up
far
someone
he had
else. Are you
gone.
kidding me?
The prosecution brings up Mr. Chips Schultz, a man more than likely being coerced to testify here today to save himself and his lover from charges that would never come to pass. His lover, Mr. Talgor Goldtooth, who took the game too far and was being expelled from the group from his actions for scalping Mr.
Yeah,
Baton.
we're
Seems like the truly
this
violent
is GTA
individuals
roleplay. I
here
don't even know who little Jarvis
are the
is.
ones
If
that
I'm
are
being,
being offered deals by
completely
the
like
DA's
just blunt.
office, while those who are actually on trial tried to help Miss Baskin, tried to save her from what Mr. Stitzler did to her. If this isn't a travesty of justice, I don't know what else could be. These acts were heinous and uncalled for. A simple game turned so very tragic. Your Honor, there's not one person here today who could state that my clients killed Ms. Baskin. They've tried to delve in on their intent. As we've heard from Mr. Jacobson, they never intended for anyone to be seriously hurt. And as we have such from crimes possibly committed before or after, no other individual had been seriously harmed or killed during these games. Mr. Stitzler should be on trial here today, not my clients. Thank you, Your Honors.
My word.
All right, I'm gonna call court into recess. Everybody, please go outside until I'm done rendering.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We could use a nice
After you jump, let's get some air.
Excuse me.
Excuse yourself.
You're a piece of
Oh, Jarvis. Yeah. I actually just read that on Twitter while we were in the middle of this case. I was scrolling through, saw somebody retweeted it.
They're all night.
It's fine.
Phenomenal job, Jarvis.
See, you're fine.
I don't know why I called you Jarvis.
I
Pay attention.
Clearly, Jarvis
Did a great job. Put these scumbags in jail where they belong.
How do you feel the verdict is going to go? I happen to believe
dirtbags.
This was a pretty
thank you. I
close
appreciate
case based on what we are being charged for. Yes.
I agree 100%.
Got my gun ready just in case. Yeah.
What happened to Preston?
He went down the steps a little bit. Looks like he's maybe coming over.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, here. No, he's just going for a little walk.
No problem.
Yeah, I think the prosecution needs to start taking the reins a bit more and actually, charging for
The
proper
other
crimes.
Yes, and the other interesting thing about this case is that we were never questioned while we were in jail.
Yeah.
Which I think is quite interesting.
I'm gonna win this case.
I mean, granted, they were watching, but to ask no questions whatsoever, that's kind of odd.
Absolutely. Yeah, Dre.
But again, they only wanted the one side.
I'm looking at it right now.
to
You
be
walk in
brought
like
forth. They didn't want to hear what you had to say because it completely contradicted what their narrative was, and
like everybody.
clearly their narrative is false.
Absolutely.
I mean, first degree murder is pretty clear.
Yes. I will say to Sir Ajax,
Yes.
regardless of how this goes, I want to thank you for all
Man,
that
I
you
can't
did.
wait. You know, I'm gonna win
You
this
have been
trial,
a
and I'm gonna
phenomenal
have
lawyer.
Kristen's mom.
I
Father
appreciate
would
it,
be
gentlemen.
proud.
I appreciate it. It's
yes.
I mean, it's first degree murder states it's the unlawful killing of another human without justification, excuse, with
lucky to have a
malicious
job.
forethought or premeditation. You didn't kill them. You didn't plan to
Step
kill
back
them,
from doing investigations, but you know, I gotta do what I
and you
gotta
tried to get them help.
Jesus for the hope. What's
No,
going on?
I'm
Thank you for the
fine
follow. I
with them.
appreciate
It's
it. Welcome to the
just-
stream. I hope you enjoy
that
your
seems
stay.
pretty malicious to me.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Much better.
mother.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Anyway,
I'm shocked you're still here, mother. I expected you to be with Toretti as of right now.
do you have a problem?
No, not at all. I just figured you would have been over there already. Well, we got some fresh air.
I'm
yes?
here for my boy. Thank you.
I understand.
Jarvis.
Hmm.
Jarvis, the insignificant, can't even be put in the top of the roll on a court case.
Listen, the upside is that we went to Oxford. I don't care where it led me after. I have that title and the only importance of it under my belt.
Of course, that would be the pinnacle for you, wouldn't it, darling? I can read and do my ABCs. I'm golden.
Well, I don't know if we did enough to incriminate Chip, but at least we probably won't go with murder on the record.
I mean,
yes.
Yeah, there's no way they should come back with murder. And honestly, Chip incriminated himself enough just talking with the police beforehand, which is probably why they offered him immunity. That way, again, he would say exactly what they wanted him to do, just like he did.
What'd you think of the case, Unity?
Who is
That beast with a
Unity?
thought?
Oh, the rat, yes.
It's the rat.
Disgusting.
I don't know how many rats you see that are that large.
That.
Have you never been to a city before, darling? Because there are much
I
larger
thought
rats.
only poor people dealt with like large rats.
You see them everywhere.
No.
I've never seen any.
Well, that's because you spend your time indoors watching television, darling.
And don't spend my time in dirty subway stations.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, you're the one claiming to see large rats. Yeah.
That.
Yes, because we've been all over the world, darling. There are all sorts of things that you would never see.
Yes.
I mean, if I were taking vacations, I'd go to high-end places, not places with like large rats.
Toretti.
There are large rats
Why is
walking
your
around on
head
two
down? You
legs
appear to
everywhere.
look, sad.
Don't worry.
I'm sorry to hear.
I believe Preston's mom is gonna help cheer me up a little later.
I
Are
understand.
you going to lock her in the closet you locked
Yes.
us in for 2 hours?
2 whole hours.
Oh, the Toretti sex dungeon.
That's
Yes.
not a.
The
It's an
Toretti-
investigation
In fact,
room.
Chip's
You had your
investigation
camera.
was there too.
Yes. No, with us. We were all in there
Yes.
for 2
It's a
hours.
Sex dungeon. Yes.
Sex dungeon.
Yes.
Maybe
Plenty of
maybe he will
boxes
show
and
you.
stains. You
Show her, Toretti.
disgusting.
Show her later.
Sounds like yes, you might want to see it later.
But is it a sex dungeon or not, Toretti?
Oh, we can make
yes,
it
that's
one.
my question as well.
Preston,
Turn anything into one of those, you know.
it is quite a shame
Hi.
that Louis passed. I wanted to see him here.
Absolutely.
Would he be, you know, very nice to look upon if you scalped him? I'm sorry, if Chip scalped him.
Yeah,
Ain't that right, Chip?
that was Chip's
This
lover
is
that
Chip.
scalped him.
Ain't that right, Chip?
Yes, at Preston's behest.
Ooh.
Oh, Chip.
Whoa.
My word.
We know the truth.
word.
Toretti, you know the truth.
Yes, he knows.
I do
he
know
heard
the
it out
truth.
of my mouth on the stand, Preston.
Correct.
You
idiot.
lying sack of shit, Chip.
Chip,
I know
want
this
to,
was you. Oh.
If I was able to access my text messages, I would
Everything is
show
okay.
Oh, maybe
It's
you
under
should,
control.
Is it though?
Yeah, it's all under
Well,
control.
once you're
Was
acquitted
there
of
even
this,
a
Preston,
problem?
Thank you for your work,
can
officer.
give those
welcome.
text messages with Chip's
Thanks,
involvement
Casadurpa.
to the DA, and they may rethink that immunity agreement.
Oh,
wasn't even
wonderful
fully-
idea.
wasn't even
Sir
properly
Love the
Ajax.
filled
sound
out.
of that, Sir Ajax. Yes.
Absolutely, DA. We will be contacting information very soon. Don't worry. I'll send you some absolutely marvelous evidence showing that your immunity to Chip was in fact a dare I say mistake.
Again, I
Lie,
gotta.
if you will.
The
Yeah, I'm
DA
confused why your
did
attorney
leave,
didn't submit this into evidence then.
the DA did leave those agreements incomplete, so it's pretty easy to get them overturned.
They are complete. They're just fucking stupid because the layout fucked them over.
I mean, you could have submitted for this trial where it might have helped
Exactly.
you out, but guess what? You didn't because you're
What is
guilty.
not- what is that noise?
Matter.
Toretti, you even know the truth. You just wanted to bust us quickly.
I know the truth. Yes.
Or maybe the
Exactly.
text
Fighting people
incriminate them
in
even
the
more.
maze and they
locked in a
die.
closet.
Guilty
2
of a
hours.
murder they didn't
Mother,
actually
you have a
commit.
spider. Yes.
Oh, dear.
Why are you calling her mother?
So
You are
sorry.
sick.
Oh,
Sounds more
Not
like
the
reckless
giant
endangerment
rats.
to me.
Sorry.
It's respectful to call her mother.
What the hell is Kevin doing?
I don't know.
I don't know what Kevin is doing.
I hear some sort of
take away
electrical
Kevin's
noise coming from
Kevin.
behind me.
I'm taking away his
All
gun.
Kevin.
I'm pretty sure it's a taser.
I'll go subdue him.
The only thing shocking is why this was drawn out so far.
You guys smell that?
Ah, yes, that's Preston's mother. She does
Wow.
not shower.
What the hell?
Punting the cat. How could you
Mr.
do
Schultz,
this?
I'd ask you to not come near me,
The
please.
cat has attacked me again.
I mean, at least she's admitting it's a cat now.
The cat scratched me.
You kicked it. You deserved it.
Yeah.
A cat,
Scratched
a
me
rat.
first, and then I
Arguably.
kicked it
Anything.
away.
That seems like animal abuse to me.
Do you see the markings upon my leg? The vile creature attacked me first. I defended
Hello there,
myself.
murderer.
I wish I had money. I'm so poor.
It sounds like
yes,
a you
this-
problem.
Stench of poor is overwhelming over here.
If you hadn't tried to viciously attack my clients after you killed Miss Baskin, maybe you'd have some right now.
True.
You know what? You are one of the worst
who hit
pieces of
Unity?
shit I've ever heard. You know that?
This woman did.
It was
I hope,
Augie.
I hope,
We
I
witnessed
hope
it.
that you
Augie.
can gain some insight into how people feel.
Augie
Listen
has
to
a
me,
history.
you round little
Let me hear some
troll.
hams, ma'am.
Mr.
Let me
Honey,
hear some
honey,
hams.
honey, get away from these people.
bloodthirsty
Get away from these
murderer
people right
feels.
now.
Who did this?
Yes,
Who kicked you?
Augie, go back.
Yes, because that's all I can ever say is yes,
my
yes, yes.
God.
Learn a new vocabulary, please.
And learn to shop somewhere else besides Walmart.
Is it the MILF right there?
Wait, what?
What did you just say?
What?
Toretti?
That's
He
that's
called
an
it-
interesting way to refer to her. But
Oh my goodness, high
Oh
heels.
my god, high heels.
Oh my god, the pegs. from
Toretti,
the-
how could you
Look
do
at
that?
it.
Wait.
There's a dent in its in her side.
Oh my god. Poor Unity.
Who's the only one wearing high heels right now?
I do believe Toretti is about to ask a cat for its number, you simp.
You know, the judge is wearing heels.
Yes.
And so is that awful woman, I believe.
Well, we have eyewitness accounts that you did it, madam.
Yep.
Yes, well, what you did not see was the animal attacking me first.
That's not
I
true. That
saw-
cat is the
The
most
I saw
docile.
scratches
her
upon my
attack it
leg.
Look at that's the most docile cat I've ever seen in my life.
You want to testify
Alright.
to that, Crane? I'm
Look,
pretty
look.
sure.
So,
Oh my
question,
god.
I'm pretty sure the judge is more
The
than willing to
vicious
hand up
creature
perjury
hurt
charges.
me, and I defended
Now that
myself,
we have
nothing
both
I
more.
think
exposed,
I
do
saw
we
her
think,
pump
do we
the
think
cat
we're,
and then the
we're getting
cat
away with
attacked
this?
No,
we have multiple reports
it was
of
the
you
other way
pumping the
around.
The
cat.
charge is
Evil little
first-degree
troll.
murder.
I
You
mean, no,
search it. What do you want?
Don't call somebody a troll. That's not nice.
What are you going
Why?
into my
He's
pocket
literally the creature that lives under a bridge and kills everyone that goes over it. It's the only way he makes any money at all.
What are you grabbing out my pocket?
They might give other charges. I
Figure it
expect
out.
other charges, but I think that first-degree murder is going to get dropped.
You okay?
It has to, based on, I think, the evidence given that
No. Turn back
we
around.
were not
Bend
the
it.
final blow.
Oh.
First-degree murder. Actually, hold on. Sir Ajax.
Hmm.
Can you, what?
I can't tell what you got.
My word.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, I didn't
I think I
realize
dropped
which
it.
one you guys was talking.
What is the definition of first-degree murder again?
Oh. Yes. God.
The direct definition is the unlawful
What?
killing of another human without justification or valid excuse with malice,
All right,
aforethought, or
let's just,
premeditation.
Who reading the
break it up.
goddamn penal code right now?
Oh no, not yet.
Let's,
Your Honor, he asked me for the
break
definition.
this
I
up
gave it
here
to him.
between
Fuck
you
that
two.
penal code.
No more.
Done anything?
Well, just in case, let's just keep your distance.
Sir, I was just asking a question, Your Honor.
Whatever.
Are we sending in Kevin for the
whatever.
nines or what, Reddy?
Disgusting. Thank you, Sir Ajax.
Oh, Kevin? I'm gonna go talk to him.
Oh my gosh. I mean, probably time served though, because you were in jail for over 20 days. Exactly. This was supposed to be cut and dry. My word. Upgrade to housing 2 for $25,000. Oh my gosh. This was right to a speedy trial. Yes. Speedy at that. I love sending like a presumptuous ass. Just an absolute fucking... Yeah. A pompous asshole, as they call it. I'm kind of hoping the deliberation is soon to be. This has been an amazing day. This has been awesome. Oh my. What if we take that we hold up the judge?
Because
Okay.
it's a little bit on the high end of things and shit.
No, I understand, Your Honor. I get it.
Is that Talgar? No, it's Ship. I was gonna say, did fucking Talgar come?
What can I do for you?
The judges might offer you immunity, but we cannot do the same.
What do you mean?
I'm sure you'll find out very
I'm sure
soon.
you'll find out. Even sooner!
What will we find out, Chip?
What will you find out, I wonder?
You...
That's why I'm asking you.
My word.
Please don't hurt me, Preston. I'm sorry. I don't want to come back to the group, though.
Well,
Please,
you weren't
Preston.
invited.
Please, don't drag me back, Preston.
You're officially out
Preston,
of the group.
please, don't drag me back, Preston, please.
What's going on here?
He's threatening me, sir.
He's been insulting me all
I
afternoon
said
and nobody
nothing.
said a word.
Why do you have a firearm out?
Yeah, quick to draw lethal.
Yes.
hunting weapon.
Oh.
Anything could be lethal, okay?
Sorry, there's no need for a firearm, sir.
I got some
Take
shit.
out my big old flashlight too.
My word.
I'm pretty sure Chips wouldn't mind that.
Is that a gay joke? Are
is
you
that a
making a
gay-
gay joke
are you
in
making a-
2020? You are
You
disgusting,
love
sir.
you love Talgor. I'm assuming that you guys are probably in an open relationship.
My word!
My word.
I mean, at least Toretti seems less violent than Talgor is. He hasn't scalped
true.
anybody.
I've killed 6 people though.
True love.
What?
Of,
6
a
people?
scalped head.
Do you have a
Chip.
tally?
Can you show me your tattoo with the 6 markings?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, please don't show that in public, Toretti.
I definitely don't keep track at all.
Mr.
There's
Whittier.
definitely not notches on your gun. Or
I'm
anything.
so glad
You look
Ajax
more like
made
Porky Pig
comment
today.
on the friggin' love spell of Talgar and Telgar and Chip, because it never got brought up in court that the whole reason why they got out of that entire thing was because they turned around and they claimed that this was over true love, which I think is hilarious.
Where's the DA at?
Is it smoke 2 that lets you walk around? How do you walk around in smoke? Do you guys know?
Let's everybody back inside. Let's roll.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's get it over with, baby. Woo! Finally made it.
No, man.
I'm excited.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Oh, excuse me, Jarvis.
No problem. Chat, guilty, not guilty.
Yeah, somebody walked in vaguely. Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'll be removing your weapons license.
Damn it, my bottle will be here by Monday. See, the thing is that it wasn't premeditated murder and we were not the final blow. So we weren't the ones to murder, which is why I think that this... Yeah, I think first degree murder, not guilty. Could we receive lower charges? I won't be receiving lower charges because Jarvis never spoke on stand. But because Preston waived his Fifth Amendment right,
Yes, Your
Preston may
Honor.
be receiving other charges. Is she talking?
I don't know.
All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it. I'm ready. I'm excited. The suspense.
All right, this is a little bit of a complicated case here.
No, it's not.
The two people currently being charged, as we heard through testimony and evidence, aren't the two people who physically, with their own hands, took the life of Miss Baskin. However,
my word,
it is this court's belief that these two individuals, along with a third party,
being
or along with other parties, excuse me, did kidnap Miss Baskin, Mr. Augie, Miss Lamb, and did force them to participate in whatever game they were concocting here. So, let's see here. We have first degree murder for Mr. Preston, as well as assault with a deadly kidnapping ×2. Mr. Cromwell is first degree murder, assault with a deadly ×1.
We didn't get charged with assault with a deadly.
I'm going to find you both guilty on all charges.
My word.
What?
My word.
Why?
Are you kidding me?
That is my verdict. Move into sentencing.
Did she say reduced sentencing? We've been in jail for a month.
Mr. Ajax.
Do any of y'all want to make a...
Your Honor, I'm still a bit stunned by the verdict.
That's your problem. You can come ask me about it after court. Do your clients have anybody that would like to speak regarding sentences?
I wasn't expecting that.
Your Honor,
I'm checking right now with my side, Your Honor.
Wait, she said a third party, but the third party's not being punished?
Yeah.
Clearly.
Okay.
No, I don't want to give it.
I was not expecting that.
All right.
I wasn't either.
That came out of
That's
left field.
mind-boggling.
I'm going to Mexico.
Excuse me. Should I not have first say?
Are we going? Or is prosecution going first, or is defense going first, Your Honor?
Prosecution's gonna go first. I'm asking
Okay.
defense if there's anybody.
Of course.
My
They're
mother.
gonna be calling.
My mother is Ajax.
She said
I will be
prosecution.
speaking.
Oh, okay.
She said for the defense. She asked if there
Oh,
would
I'm sorry,
be
Your
anyone,
Honor.
and I
You
will
said
be. For
defense
God's
or
sake,
prosecution
boy.
is going first.
Mr. Ajax, will there be anybody speaking on behalf of your clients regarding sentencing today?
Yes, Your Honor. Their mother has a few words she would like to say.
Okay. That's all I needed to know.
My apologies.
Is this, ma'am? Who is this?
That is
Ma'am.
not my mother.
Ma'am, my
This
name is
my
Claudia
mother.
Gartner. I am Augie Sitzler's wife, and I was on site at the time of him
You are
being
not
taken from
going
PDM.
first.
Okay. Is this who you're calling up first, prosecution? If somebody doesn't answer me, it's gonna be a bad.
Sorry, I
He
thought
said
I was
yes, Your Honor.
screaming. Yeah, I said yes, Your Honor, like 4
How
times.
is
I
that
wasn't yelling.
guilty? At minimum.
Your Honor, members of the court and jury, I ask you to find these two with the harshest sentence that you can have, as they've had multiple instances where people have screamed, they've cried, they've pleaded to be let go, and they did not listen. My husband, over the radio, contacted me with fear in his voice, with disdain and sorrow, with everything
Ajax.
and every day that we have to live now,
Yes, gentlemen.
knowing what these two have
Why
done
say
to
something
him,
right
even
now?
standing
Does it make a
outside.
difference on my charges?
Even standing outside now,
Charges, no.
he
Sentencing,
can't
maybe.
take that back, and these two don't realize what that does to a person.
What do you got to lose?
And they're going to continue this type of aggression and this type of attitude towards the people of the city, towards citizens like ourselves who've done no wrong. We don't ask for this, we never wanted this, and they're going to keep coming at people like us for no reason. Please, please make your justice swift. Thank you.
I think I heard this one out of Twilight.
I think. Wow. Yes. That's all I ever hear.
What
Thanks,
happened to
Joy,
Preston?
for that
I
speech.
don't know,
I'm not-
but
Is
it
there
was
Anyone
loud.
else who would like to go?
All right, Augie Sitzler is going to be making a statement, Your Honor.
Oh yeah, Joy's the yeah.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the court, I may have thrown the punches. I did not want to. I don't aim to hurt anybody.
But you did it
But
anyway.
These gentlemen, with their so-called game, making people do their dirty work, is really low. And what they've done to me and my family is uncalled for and can't be taken back. I hope the court can see that these gentlemen.
This is Claudia's fault.
are a
I was
menace
not
and
expecting
need
that
to
at
be
all.
Locked up for a long time,
I was not expecting that verdict
so they
at
don't
all.
do this to somebody else.
How you doing, Bits? Also, Lucifer, how you doing? I was expecting
That's all I have. Thank you.
a minimum of a reduction on.
Anyone else, prosecution?
Anybody else want to make a comment? Tessa, Toretti, anybody? Chip?
Chip.
Okay, I think we're good to go, Your
Unfair
Honor.
trial.
Defense?
The defense calls defendant's mother to the stand.
Bits and Jeff did? No, I
to
didn't.
give her
Also, Bits,
statement.
thank you so much for the 6 months. I greatly appreciate it. Can we please get
Poor
her to
people
chat?
of the court. Listen, it's not my fault that you're biased against my boys just because they have money. My Preston was born in a very different place than this world. He clearly has no concept of how your world works. Just because you do not find his actions or what you believe his actions to be acceptable does not mean that in our world they are not. For example, blood sport is just
Holy
part of
shit,
what we
that's
do.
awesome.
What?
But since you cannot seem to comprehend that,
What's that?
She is not helping.
since you are completely unable to comprehend that,
know.
it is not our fault. Please see leniency for my poor boy. This is clearly the first time he's ever been in this sort of trouble before. And there's no reason to put him in jail with
That is
no
so
soap
good,
sheets,
dude.
no staff.
That is awesome.
No
You guys killed
servants,
it.
nothing. This is cruel and
That is
unusual
awesome.
punishment.
She may get you guys life.
Convicted of guilty. It's not fair.
I mean,
Did that help their testimony or did that hurt it?
Well, there's been a
Ma'am,
case
be quiet.
Be quiet.
found not guilty because of it.
All right, who's next? You're missing one of your defendants. Where the hell did he go?
I do
his
believe,
head popped, Your Honor.
I do believe he
My
may
word,
not
his
to be
head
back,
popped.
Shut
unfortunately.
the hell up, Toretti.
Yes, he did. He did email me and say he would not be back.
What's going on?
Just a bit of connectivity issues between his brain and his hands.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yes, much like everybody else in this room.
Go ahead and call your. Do you have anybody else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Jarvis, would you like to speak regarding your sentencing?
Your Honor, I don't have much to say, other than we did not hold anybody against their will. I understand
You
this did not. Are you the one that is speaking, Augie? Murderer. Thought not. I understand the ruling. I am still baffled. That is all.
Very elegant.
All right.
What is eloquent, darling?
You'll see.
Is there gonna be a fine?
I don't usually put fines with murder charges. That's just with drug trafficking.
Well, they're very rich, but
Okay, I can request a fine, and then you can build
Oh,
out from there.
He already stated that he doesn't put fines with murder charges just because my client's well-off position. Is no change, of course.
yeah, we're
2
not-
million.
Guys, thank you for all
We're
the
not gonna amend
follows.
it up
I
this time.
appreciate it.
Damn.
Lucky Mood, how you doing?
Can I ask a question?
Also, Lucky Mood,
No.
what's going on? Mercedes, how you doing?
Gotcha.
Damn.
All right. I'm gonna be
has been-
sentencing both individuals to 3 years in Bolingbrook
Okay.
State Penitentiary. 3 years parole.
Your Honor, defense requests time served. My clients have spent a total of 20 years in Bolingbrook as it states.
Huh?
I would like to rebut that and say that their attorney never requested bail and never requested writ of habeas corpus or anything to get them out. So it sounds like it's their problem.
Your Honor, the defendant stated that at the time they did not have the means due to the currency exchange not being
What?
acceptable at this time, whereas they only had euros that were wired over to them and were not able to get the currency converted into United States dollars.
Quite.
Barbarisy in the court.
Sounds like their problem.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are they
All
a poor?
right.
I'm just gonna stick with the whole. It says in their rights that they'll be appointed a lawyer at no cost to them. So the whole
Oh my god.
they don't have the correct dollar bills is not
Bail
doesn't
costs
really
money.
work.
Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, again, they've had all this time to request a lawyer, request bail, get all this other stuff going, and none of that's happened. And
Bail
it is.
costs money, Larry.
But
I
there
know,
was
but
no
it's
bail
considered.
even appointed.
It was
yet
it
because
wasn't
they
even
were-
asked for. That's what I'm saying.
They didn't know how much they would have to pay.
And on top
They
of that,
they didn't have
on
any
top
funds
of that,
to pay
the
it.
charge is
Listen,
labeled held
Scotty,
until trial.
Scotty's not coming back.
That
all right?
doesn't
Mood. So good to
include
see you,
the
though.
requested time from the district attorney's office, unless the judge deems it, obviously. But I mean, it's kind of on them if they didn't ask for bail.
I will. I'll give them 1 day, 1 year time served. They're gonna be spending 2 years up in Bolingbrook, 3 years parole.
Yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yep. All right. Case is adjourned. If you have any questions, email me.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Will do, Your Honor.
We'll be ordering
Holy-
silk sheets immediately.
Thank you, Mother.
They can't afford bail, but they got.
I
They can
still
afford silk
understand
sheets,
what
yeah.
happened.
Bovi's gonna like them
Hold
silk
on.
sheets, son.
I've got a
What's that,
question.
That's another murder under my belt.
I don't understand what
Are you
happened.
guys British?
I don't understand either. It was
Are
quite
you guys English? Are you guys from?
interesting.
They're way more British
That
than you
we-
are,
Yeah,
Kevin.
Hey,
I know. I'll be checking with the judge. It doesn't
like-
make any
no,
sense to
That
me.
was not your fault.
Where
You
are you
did
from? Where you
everything
hail from? Where you hail
correct.
from? Where do you guys hail from?
I don't know. Yeah, that just. I'm still kind of in shock from that verdict. I don't know.
There is no issues. Thank you so much. It will be sent off with the officers.
Yeah, gentlemen. Again, I apologize. Yeah, I don't know.
I was gonna
Thank you so
wait
much for the prime. I
until
appreciate
you
it. Can we
said
get Art and Chat, please, for the prime?
something,
Not a problem.
You know,
Let me go speak to the
sometimes-
officer.
Yeah, go right ahead.
has a different idea of what should happen, and I
Tata
didn't want to.
murderer.
Don't talk to us.
You were found guilty.
Oh my gosh, dude. Let's go get sent off. Tata, rat.
All right, let's go back to the main county.
What, Jarvis?
Do you realize you're an actual murderer now?
Do you realize?
Do you realize you're a murderer?
Do you realize I will
come
be
back to
in
apartment,
for
play
2
something
counts
else.
if you keep up your attitude?
You're a murderer, Jarvis.
Like
Jarvis
what,
the
bro?
murderer.
Excuse
like
me.
Among Us or something like that?
Sir?
Anything, yeah, I'd be down.
What, fool?
Was I getting transported to Bolingbroke?
Sure.
I was not quite expecting to be going back so soon.
Hop on in. We'll send you up to Bolingbroke in style.
Oh god, Chip is messaging me. He's like,
Right.
You understand how your sentencing works, sir?
to be honest, I don't.
So what's gonna happen? You know, we're gonna send you here theoretically, right?
Hmm.
When you're in the other county, you need to go turn yourself in to serve your sentence.
I do believe in the other county, it is on record that I'm already in for the 9s, yes.
Okay, so then yeah,
Do
we'll
I
be
just
fine.
wait that out when I get there?
Yes, and then, I mean, obviously, you know about when your release date's gonna
yes.
be, you know, and then take care of it that way.
No problem, sir.
And someone will get you cleared up, you know.
The acts were heinous, I will give you that. However, we did not go anywhere near Carol. I was quite surprised by the turnout.
Yes, I mean, technically an accessory. I mean, the penal code's weird. You know what I mean? We don't. I don't know. It's
the way a lawyer explained it was that it was not premeditated, which it was not.
the murder itself is questionable in premeditation. I kind of see where you're going there. In a way, man, court's weird.
It is definitely weird. I thought that was pretty cut and dry. Back to this hellhole, yes.
Yes, sir. Get back in your cage.
Appreciate it, sir. You both take care. Ta-ta. Oh my gosh. Jarvis and Cromwell, because I spelt it wrong. Oh god. All right, man. Damn, that was a case.